And we are live, back again with more Premier League content for your head tops. And this time it's Match Week 8 predictions. International break, not yet over. There's games in South America today, but we have to get the ball rolling once again in terms of the Premier League, of course. So it's your boy Dom, back in the house again. And I'd like to take the time to thank Manscaped for being a part of the movement now. Or maybe Manscaped would want to thank me for being part of the movement. You see what I'm saying? So guys, for all your below-the-waist grooming needs, head on over to manscaped.com. Use the coupon code Dominic Rich to get yourself 20% off each and every order. Christmas is just around the corner. Pretty sure there's birthdays coming up for your family, your friends, your loved ones, or even for yourself. Take your confidence from 50 all the way past 100 with Manscaped. Trust me, your balls would thank you. How's everybody feeling today, man? Let's get things going. And we are going to start by doing a bit of recap of the last games, and we're going to take a look at the table, and then we're going to take a look at who won the Premier League awards for the month of September as well. So let me just get things going in terms of the Premier League and the website, and we're going to talk about these things. All right, so let's get into the awards first and foremost. I have to actually find that awards section. Every time I'm looking for this awards section, I could never find it. But anyways, the latest news, we'll find it. And apparently, it's Black History Month in England. Usually, it's February for America. I'm from America. But it's Black History Month over in England, okay? So, awesome stuff. You know what I mean? Awesome. So, all month, we're going to be, really highlighting the black players, where there's a lot of them in the English Premier League, and just give them the shine. But every month should be Black History Month, if you ask me. So, look, the latest news, we have to, where is my awards, man? Mikel Arteta did win the award for the best manager of the month, and we had, I think, Andros Townsend won the goal of the month, and Cristiano Ronaldo won player of the month. But of course, everything's eluding me. Everything. These websites are not intuitive at all. They're all over the place. You want to talk about this? You want to talk about that? Where's the information when I need it? You see what I'm saying? Some of you guys are probably saying, Dom, you should have got that thing saved already, okay? Which players are suspended or close to a ban? This is something important. That's all fantasy league, man. All fantasy league stuff. Like, what's up with that? Seriously. What is up with all the fantasy? I don't do fantasy thing, though. But as you could see, Caleb Chukwuemeka won Premier League 2 Player of the Month. So, the Aston Villa youngster is definitely on the up. He has featured in a few games for Aston Villa this season. And still trying to find the articles where it was announced the player of the month and things like that. Can't find anything. Tell me. Okay, here it is. God damn. Here it is right now. But big up to everybody, and make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. It's your boy Dom back in the house like I never left. Right? So Townsend claims September 2021 Budweiser goal of the month. Everton winger's long-range strike versus Burnley makes him the first player to win the award 3 times. So big up to Andros Townsend. That was a quality goal. And big up to Everton for getting that draw against Manchester United last time around. So Townsend said Burnley goal, a close second of my awards. All right, so congratulations to Andros Townsend. Good move from Crystal Palace over to Everton. Arteta named September 2021 Barclays Manager of the Month. He picks up the award after leading Arsenal to a perfect month to recover from a losing start. And I think well deserved, but if you ask me, I would have given it to Graham Potter. And I did pick Andros Townsend to win the goal of the month. I did pick Potter for the Manager of the Month. And I did pick Cristiano Ronaldo for the player of the month. So, Ronaldo voted September 2021 EA Sports Player of the Month. Man United forward sets a Premier League record in winning the award for September. And I think he deserves it, man. You know, hit the ground running in the Man United shirt. Even though Man United not, you know, at their best. They all over the place. And Cristiano Ronaldo was even dropped for the last game against Everton there. So, yeah. But with that being said, guys, we're going to keep the ball rolling. And we're going to do a quick recap of match 7 results. That didn't come out too good, but still, you get the point. So let's take a recap of the results that went on the last time. Crystal Palace 2, Leicester 2, Spurs 1, Spurs 2, Aston Villa 1, pardon me. West Ham 1, Brentford 2, Liverpool 2, Manchester City 2 in a thrilling game. And you had United 1, Everton 1, Burnley 0, Norwich 0, Chelsea 3, Southampton 1, Leeds 1, Watford 0. And that prompted the sacking of the Watford manager, Xisco Munoz, and the appointment of former Premier League winner Claudio Ranieri, the Italian. Wolves 2, Newcastle 1, and after that loss, Newcastle was taken over by Saudi Arabia Public Index Fund. So, yeah, they say the Saudis are not in charge, but yeah, Saudi Arabia is in charge of Newcastle right about now. And let's see how far they could take them in terms of challenging for the top 6, top 4, and even the title, or some of those cups. Brighton 0, Arsenal 0 rounds off week 7. We're now in week 8, guys. The weeks are coming by really, really fast. And still, after this week, there'll be 30 weeks to go. 30 weeks. We haven't yet scratched the surface, though. You know, it's a long time to go. So let's just take a look at the table really quick, just to recap and get up to speed with what's going on in the Premier League. Chelsea on top, 7 games played, 5 matches won, 1 loss, and a draw. That loss came by the hands of Manchester City. 16 points on top of the table. Liverpool is second, the only team currently unbeaten in the league with 4 wins and 3 draws, 15 points. Man City are third on 14 points, having drawn 2 games, lost 1 and won 4. The defending champions have started pretty okay, if you ask me. I'm a City fan if you don't know, so it's a pretty satisfactory start for me, by the way. So big up to everybody in the stream, though. Do appreciate you in here right about now. Got a boy Demo Dre, Raz, Doug, Monomeli, Ilyas, Abs, Apnan. Everybody in here right about now, man. If I'm not shouting you out, just make a comment. And let's get things popping. Back to action, you know, in the Premier League and club football. I know a lot of people don't really like the international break, but I absolutely love the international break, guys. And in today's stream, we'll be doing an interactive stream where for the predictions, I'll put up a poll for each game and you guys could vote in the poll. All right. So to get things started in terms of the poll, the game that I'm going to start with today, I have to finish the table, but just to touch on the poll, I'm going to start with the game between Southampton and Leeds today. So I'm going to just put up a poll for that one right about now so you guys could start the voting process, okay? Very interactive stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. I've been doing it during the international break and also going to do it for the Premier League matches as well. So yeah, the journey continues. I've been live almost every day for the last, 2 weeks or so. So, yeah, man, I'm surprised I still have a voice, you know what I mean? So, let's go. You know who have a voice? You! And you could vote in the poll right now. Southampton, Leeds, or a draw. Talk to me. Talk to me, baby. Let's go. Let's continue with the Premier League table right now. Man United are 4th with 14 points as well. Same record as City. So, Everton has the same record as Man City as well with 14 points. And Brighton, the same record with 14 points. So from 3rd to 6th is very, very, very close. Very, very close. But still early times, though. Still early times. Let's see how the table looks halfway through the season. 19 games in. Brentford, impressively, a 7th with only a loss this season. 3 wins and 3 draws. They do have 12 points. That is very, very impressive for the newly promoted Brentford. To get to the 40-point mark, all they need to do is pick up 28 points in 31 matches. 28 in 31. Just a point a game, Brentford, and you're good. And we know there'll be games they'll get 3. So I think Brentford would survive, barring a catastrophic meltdown. I don't think that's going to happen. Tottenham, 8th, 12 points, 3 losses and 4 wins. Very inconsistent if you ask me. West Ham, 9th, 7 games played, 11 points. They are in the Europa League. Tottenham are in the Conference League, so maybe a contributing factor for their form. Aston Villa rounds off the top 10 with 3 losses, a draw, and 3 wins, 10 points. Still a start. Arsenal bouncing back from their horror show of a start this season, losing the first 3 matches, but bouncing back with 3 wins and then a draw against the impressive Brighton and Hove Albion. Wolverhampton Wanderers are picking up steam, picking up 3 wins after a horrible start to the season. They are 9 points. Leicester, I don't know what's going on with Leicester and Brendan Rodgers, but 8 points in 7 games is not good. Unlucky number, 13th position, or it could be a lucky number for some. Crystal Palace under the new manager Patrick Vieira, 7 points in 7 games, and he has lasted the longest in terms of all of Crystal Palace's foreign managers. So, great achievement. 15th, Watford, 7 games, 7 points. Unlike Watford, Crystal Palace chose not to sack Vieira, but they did go on, Watford went on to sack Xisco Munoz and hired Claudio Ranieri. Let's see how that one work out. I have a sneaky feeling that Ranieri himself may get sacked this season too. Because, look, it's Watford. It is Watford. Leeds, not a good start, but they did pick up a win. I think they picked up their first win. And that win against Watford prompted the sacking of Xisco Munoz. They didn't like the trajectory in which the club was actually going. But it wasn't a bad start, in my opinion, though. You just got promoted. You're 15, 2 wins and a draw. Come on. What else do you need? Leeds United, as I mentioned, Bielsa and his boys, after 3 draws and 3 losses, picked up their first win to get the ball rolling this season. And just outside the relegation zone are the struggling Southampton, yet to pick up a win, but do have 4 draws, 4 points. In the relegation zone, none of the teams have picked up wins yet. Burnley with 3 draws, 4 losses. Newcastle with 3 draws, 4 losses. And as I mentioned, they have been taken over by the Saudi Arabia Public Index Fund, and a few more other, entities as well have percentages. And we will get into that a little later in today's stream. Norwich City, 7 matches, 1 draw, 6 losses, a minus 14 goal difference, a doom towards the bottom of the table. It would take a miraculous turnaround for Norwich to actually survive. Easy. Look, it's easy. Easy to predict. Norwich, they're not surviving. I'm going to make that prediction right now. They're not surviving. It would take a miracle for them to survive right about now. Miracles do happen, though. Miracles do happen. Just want to put it out there. So, guys, what I've just done, I've recapped the results for the last match day, give you an update on the table, talked about the Premier League awards and everything for the month of September. And now we are going to kick things off by starting with the first match of the day in terms of previewing and giving you my prediction. And that game will be the Southampton versus Leeds. So let's get that one right there. Southampton versus Leeds. And I'm going to just follow my usual format and give you guys a rundown of what's going on with these two teams. We're going to check out the website as well. And we are going to look to see if there's any updates that we may have missed on both these teams. So in their last game, Chelsea beat Southampton 3-1. James Ward-Prowse was sent off, which means that he will be missing for this match. And Leeds beat Watford a goal to nil. Big announcement. Well, 1 second. That's actually Watford. When I get to Watford, I'll make that announcement though. But with James Ward-Prowse missing, that'll be a big gaping hole for Southampton's midfield, as I mentioned. So I just got distracted by a new signing made by Watford. I thought when I said Watford for a second, I was like, oh, am I talking about Watford? But I'm like, no, I'm not talking about Watford right now. We'll get to Watford pretty soon. Watford are headlining today's episode where they play Liverpool, and I will get into that game in depth. So Leeds, Southampton. What happened the last time these two teams met each other? Leeds won 2 goals to nil. Leeds won 3 goals to nil. And those matches were last season. So Leeds did the double on Southampton, who are really struggling right about now in the league. And as I mentioned, Leeds did pick up their first win of the season in their last game against Watford. Ralph Hasenhüttl, winless against Leeds, winless against Marcelo Bielsa. And he has the inverse of the record with 2 wins, and Southampton with 2 wins against Southampton and 2 wins against Ralph Hasenhüttl. So in terms of the all-time Premier League record here, 26 matches played. Let me just get that on the screen really quick for you guys. 26 matches played, 5 wins for Southampton, 14 wins for Leeds, 7 games have ended in draws. You have to go all the way back to, the 2000s, because these teams did meet in the championship a lot in the 2000s, but you have to go all the way back to 2004 when Southampton picked up their last Premier League win against Leeds United in a 2-1 home victory. So, look, it's going to be a difficult game for Southampton without their man, James Ward-Prowse. But to note, Leeds, I think, could be without their Brazilian Rafinha, who is still on international duty. And we will find out more about the status of guys like Patrick Bamford and the players who suffered injuries. I think Calvin Phillips picked up an injury as well. So let's see if he'll be fit for this game. We're going to check that out when we get to the websites of the respective clubs. Just a new thing I started doing, because before the video, the live stream, it's very difficult to go to all 20 websites and check the notes. It's very difficult to watch 40 press conferences. You see what I'm saying, guys? You get the gist. So the way I do this, check the website just for an interactive way of getting updated with all the teams. So another thing I started doing is checking the latest segment here on the Premier League website and going through the Did You Know section for both teams. Leeds United have 14 Premier League wins against Southampton, including 2 last season, their most versus 1 club. Southampton remain winless after 7 Premier League matches, 4 draws and 3 wins. The only campaign which they failed to win any of their opening 8 league matches was in the 98-99 when they avoided relegation from the top flight on the final day. Leeds have had the 5th most shots, 105, in the Premier League season, but have also faced more shots, 117, and more shots on target, 43, than any other side in the competition. So big up to Ilian Millier, who has been a very busy goalkeeper. This will be the first time in 103 Premier League matches that Southampton play without James Ward-Prowse appearing after his red card against Chelsea last time around. Guys, my prediction for this game, however, I am still going to go in for a 1-1 draw. The doubts around Phillips, and even if he features, he still won't be 100% in my opinion. Bamford has been out injured, and we're going to find out pretty soon if he'll feature. But if he does come back, he'll be rusty. And Rafinha's absence will definitely be a problem, because guys like Rodrigo hasn't been really playing well, and Jack Harrison has had a rough start to the season, And Leeds have just been all over the place, if you ask me. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw for this match without going too further in depth. I think Southampton, in those 4 draws, they have played well, even picking up a draw against Manchester City. But still, they have to start winning matches. I don't think they're going to win this one. They'll be missing James Ward-Prowse, of course, but guys like Adam Armstrong, Che Adams have to step up. Nathan Redmond, these guys have to step up. Armando Broja, could he actually be the savior here for Southampton this season? Livermento have been bright. So, very tough start for both teams. Leeds did pick up a win, so they must be feeling more confident of the two. But as I mentioned, injuries could be a problem and absences in terms of Rafinha. So for Southampton, their next game will be against Burnley on October the 23rd. Then they play Chelsea in the EFL Cup round of 16 on the 26th. In terms of Leeds United, their next match will be against Wolves. And then they play Arsenal in the round of 16 of the EFL Cup. What are you guys saying in the poll right about now? We got 26 votes. Guys, vote up in the poll if you haven't yet done so. We have 65% of the voters saying that Leeds United are going to win this game. Southampton to win, 23%. And 12% is voting for a draw. Like to take the time to big up to everybody in the chat right about now. You guys are the real deal, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the real deal. Do appreciate everybody in here right about now. So, yeah. Who else we got here, man? Guys, make sure you guys stick to the program, man. Stick to the program. Ferran Torres out for 6 weeks. God damn, I wasn't even aware of that, to be honest. I wasn't aware of that. Was not aware of that. I think he did have a little thing against in the final there, right? But I wasn't aware of that, and we'll get up to speed with that pretty soon. Thanks very much for the update there. I've been following the news. I've been tracking the news. I'm surprised that one slipped through the cracks. So we're going to have to definitely fact check that one. But you're a Man City fan, so you should know. You should know. So, yeah, Ward-Prowse suspended. Rafinha, Phillips have knocks. Che Adams, Bamford out indefinitely. All right, thank you very much for the update there as well on Che Adams. And that's why we are going to go and we are going to check out the club website right now of Southampton. Let's see if we actually have any updates, any concrete updates. Okay, this just happened. This just happened. Che Adams ruled out of Leeds clash. Striker's injury not too serious, right? Injury not too serious, but Saturday will come too soon. So this happened on international duty. All right, this just happened. This just happened. So thanks very much for the update there. I do appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that. So let me see if we have any more stuff here. An hour ago, Saints versus Leeds. And let's see if we have any updates on team news right now. Let me see what Ralph Hasenhuttl is saying. All right. Hasenhuttl has identified a quick start to Saturday's Premier League showdown with Leeds as crucial to a positive outcome as two pressing styles battle it out at St. Mary's Stadium. So not much in terms of the injuries here, but we know that Ward-Prowse will be out, and we now learn that, of course, Che Adams will be missing. Any other injuries, you know, not really anything of note to actually talk about right about now. So that's what's up with Southampton. I don't want to be too long-winded on each and every game. Robin Koch to undergo minor surgery. So that is news. That is why I do check the websites, okay? Because we get these things that we haven't really up to speed with. So Koch would get, go into surgery. And I don't think he'll be a big miss at all. It's probably a blessing in disguise for Leeds United, if you ask me. Seriously, I know it sounds harsh, but it is what it is, man. Definitely what it is. So, just to see if there's any other information here. Today's the 14th, so we have some updates. Diego Llorente says we will try to get the 3 points. All right. So, Leeds United defender Diego Llorente has spoken to the media ahead of Saturday's Premier League trip to Southampton. Right, and, has some, he just aim for the 3 points there after Leeds' win in their last game. So let's see if they could win back-to-back games. My prediction, I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Too many key players missing, and I think the teams are going to cancel each other out, in my humble opinion. 28 votes in the poll. We got Leeds 64% still, and you guys are voting for Leeds United. So let me see if you guys have anything else to say. Raz, a 2-1 to Southampton. Palomo, 2-1 to Leeds. And any more predictions here right now? Let me see. Any more predictions? So big up to Emmanuel Opoku in the house, man. Big up to Emmanuel. Nice to see you around here. And we have a super chat here from my boy Doug. Thank you very much, Doug. This is for Bear, right? Thank you. This is for Bear. Good afternoon, Dom. Looking like Scotland are getting second behind Denmark. Keep up the great content. You keep putting out, enjoying it. Cheers. Thanks, man. Thanks, and all the best on your endeavors as well, Doug. You know what I'm talking about. And appreciate you kicking off today's live streams with the first super chat, a $5 from Doug. And that will go straight into the kitty for beer. All right? And guys, don't drink beer unless you're of the legal age, okay? I don't want to be bad influence to you guys at all. So with that being said, guys, we will be moving on to the next game. Let me close this poll. You guys are fancying Leeds United to win their game, okay? So we're going to move on to another one. And the next one, not a very high-profile game. As you guys know, I like to get through the low-key fixtures first. And we're going to be talking about Norwich versus Burnley here. Norwich City versus Burnley. If you guys have any other things to add on the other teams that I finished talking about, feel free to do so. You see what I mean? I don't mind you dropping some knowledge in the comments. That's why you're here, okay? I'm only human. I'm not perfect. I can't, as much as I try to cover all bases, I can't. I really can't. It's very, very difficult. So if you guys haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. We got 30-something people in here. Let's get the stream up to about 35 likes if you haven't yet done so. So let's do this. Let us do this. Norwich, Brighton. I don't know what's going on in terms of that website there, but a little slow. A little slow to respond there. Little slow to load. So it means maybe I need to close something out, right? I don't know what's going on there, but it's pretty lethargic. Pretty lethargic there. And not like if a whole lot of people are like using internet in my house right now. Maybe this page is just saying, listen, this is going to be a boring game. And don't get your hopes up. You know what I mean? Oh, maybe because I clicked the quick view area. Yeah, that's what happened. I don't know why I clicked the quick view, right? It's the quick view. I don't know why I did that. But guys, a lot of time when there's a problem, it's not the thing, it's you. Just remember that. So for Norwich, the last game they played, they picked up their first points of the season with a 0-0 draw against Burnley. Kudos to Norwich, the Canaries. Brighton and Hove Albion, also a 0-0 draw against Arsenal. What happened the last time these two teams have met, you may ask? Brighton did the double over Norwich. The Seagulls over the Canaries, a 1-0, and then 2-0 at home. So at the Amex 2-0, at Carrow Road 1-0. The last time Norwich did pick up a win against Brighton was in the championship back in April of 2017. But since Brighton got promoted, I think the next season, Brighton have not been back in the championship. They've been rubbing shoulders with the big boys. So Daniel Farker meets Graham Potter here, and this will be the 5th meeting. They share the spoils, 2 wins apiece. 2 wins apiece, and this was before Graham Potter took charge of not Norwich, what am I saying? Of Brighton and Hove Albion, obviously. 2 matches against Brighton. losses for Daniel Farker. So, yeah. This is not the most entertaining. Well, this is not the most entertaining prospect. You see what I'm saying? You don't look at this game and be like, yeah, I'm going to tune into Norwich versus Brighton here because this game is going to be so lit. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Something that we must talk about is the Yves Bissouma situation. I looked it up and I found out that Yves Bissouma, who got arrested over the international break for some stupid stuff that happened at a nightclub. I don't know the extent of what happened, but it has to do with something to do with allegedly sexually assaulting a female at the nightclub, and then he was arrested and he was released on bail the following day, and he will play. So it seems like it's nothing crazy. Because remember the whole thing with Benjamin Mendy? He was suspended by the club, and then Mendy has been in custody ever since. So with Yves Bissouma, who are Brighton's most valuable player at the moment, he's been linked with moves to Liverpool, with moves to Arsenal, and his career is just looking like it's on the upward trajectory. But with this thing, who knows what it will do to derail the Malian youngster here, who was born in Ivory Coast, by the way, if you guys don't know. So that's just an update on Bissouma. I'll see if on the club website they have anything to add here. Also for Norwich City, Timo Pukki became the all-time leading goal scorer for the Finland national team after his brace against Kazakhstan in their 2-0 win during the World Cup qualifying matches on the road here. So with that being said, let's just check the Did You Know section. But in terms of head-to-head, there's only been 2 Premier League meetings between Brighton and Norwich, with Brighton winning both games home and away, just so you know. All right, so did you know? Brighton and Hove Albion's Danny Welbeck has scored 4 Premier League goals against Norwich City, second only to his tally against Aston Villa 5. All of his strikes against the Canaries have come at a different ground: Old Trafford, Carrow Road, Emirates, and Vicarage Road, where the boy Danny Welbeck did play for Watford, did play for Arsenal, and did play for Manchester United, just so you know. Norwich's goalless draw against Brighton last time out ended their 16-match losing streak in the Premier League. This is big. They could now secure back-to-back clean sheets in the competition for the first time since March 2016. Leandro Trossard has been involved in all three of Brighton's Premier League goals against Norwich, scoring 2 and assisting the other in 2019-20. Norwich are only side yet to take the lead in a Premier League match this season. So with that being said, guys, let me get a poll up for this game. Let me get a poll up so that you guys could vote in the poll. Norwich, they will be at home. Canaries will be at home versus the Seagulls. So Brighton and Hove Albion, and I'm gonna actually put up the poll right now so you guys could vote and keep the stream very interactive. You know what I mean? Keep you guys switched on right now. I actually forgot to put a draw for this poll. I don't know why I pressed live, but I have to do that poll over. Oops, I was a little too quick with that one. So I'm going to have to end that poll really quick and go back again. Told you guys I wasn't perfect. You know what I mean? Told you. So we're going to go again. We're going to go again with the poll, though. We're going to go again with the poll. So, geez, I have to type all that over again. Quick fingers there. Quick fingers, man, with pressing ask your community. So, going to get it up. Bear with me. I woke up early. I had to do my review of the CONCACAF Matchday 6 matches as well. So I've been busy this morning already. I've been very busy. But I got to remember to put the section for the draw, though. So vote in the poll. Norwich versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Guys, look. Brighton have been playing some good football. And I think they did last season. They have been since they came into the Premier League, but it's just that they didn't have that killer instinct to just see out games. They were the draw kings of the league last season, And Graham Potter has this team playing some really, really quality football. I have to say that. And he's playing such good football that I think a lot of the bigger clubs might be looking at Graham Potter for the future. You see what I'm saying? So don't rule out Graham Potter moving to a potential top 6 club in the future. But look, are Brighton going to challenge for top 6 this season? Because they're currently up there. You never know. They've been playing some quality football, man. Neil Mopay has been annoying as usual. Leandro Trossard has been playing well. Mark Cucurella has been running up and down the left flank. They have Tariq Lamptey fit again, but not really involved too much. Lewis Dunk, Dan Burn, and Robert Sanchez playing for the Spanish national team as well. Yves Bissouma getting into a little bit of, a lot of trouble, I should say, has been doing well, and the list goes on. Quality little team. I like to call them like a mini Man City, man. Maybe that's reaching, but they're very attractive to look at. As for Norwich, not so much. Not so much, man. Not so much. They got to get their act together. I don't like the signings that they made. Those signings would have to prove me wrong. But look, Daniel Farke, I think your woes are going to continue here. Good point against Burnley. But I'm going for Brighton and Hove Albion to win the game. 2-0. What are you guys saying in the poll right now? You guys are voting for Brighton. I'm going for Brighton. 2-0. 2-0. And with that being said, let's just check the next Premier League matches and all the next fixtures. And then we check the website really quick to see what these teams are up to in terms of if we could catch something that we missed in terms of team news. For Norwich, the next game will be against Chelsea. It won't be getting easy at all. And for Brighton, their next game will be against Manchester City. It's going to be a fun one. Definitely a fun one. Brighton recently beat us. Damn, we got to watch for Brighton, man. Definitely got to watch for Brighton. Can't lose to Brighton again, man. Can't. 3-2 win. 3-2 win last season in a thrilling game. Can't make that happen again. My memory usually isn't that good, but I remember that Brighton lost. Definitely. When you lose to Brighton, you're definitely going to remember that. So, with that being said, let's just head on over to the Norwich City website and find out what's going on over there. Canaries.co.uk. Big up to everybody in the stream right about now. Appreciate you joining. We have a lot of big games to talk about, so stick around and we'll get to those very, very soon. So, let me see what's going on. Nothing really to talk about, man. Nothing really. What to look out for 3 hours ago. An update. Let me see. Yeah, nothing really to talk about though. Match preview 2 hours ago. Let me see. Notable absences. Yeah, no real updates, man. It's just information. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really to talk about in terms of Norwich City at all. So we're going to move over to Brighton. See what Brighton are up to. Remember, guys, this is necessary what I'm doing. Necessary. We're going to go through each and every fixture. And we are going to give every game some love here. So, yeah, nothing really to talk about. There's no updates on the website here for these teams. Yeah, nothing to talk about. We're going to move on. What are you guys saying in the poll right now? 16 votes? Come on, guys. Vote up. Vote up in the poll. We have Brighton leading the Chargers 62%, a draw 25%, and Norwich with 12%. What are you guys saying in the chat right now? Big up to the boy Taha Bezri. Appreciate you coming through. What else we got here? Monameli Cantwell is definitely going to go to Arsenal. Cantwell has not been involved lately, though. He might be injured. So, Sebastian, Bissouma does not play for Brighton. He plays for Prison FC. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Coming in with the Prison FC jokes, huh? Lengon Sweet Dom when Cancelo got sent off. Yeah, that game. Definitely. So, talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Emmanuel is saying, I think Brighton Hove may struggle with Bissouma missing. Well, there's been reports that Bissouma might play. He might play. You see what I'm saying? Welbeck out indefinitely. Webster, Bissouma, Mwepu, Cantwell, Norman, questionable. Raz coming in with the news here. Raz, I ought to actually award you for, you know what I mean, your brilliance there, you know. You gotta, award brilliance. So Raz, thank you very much there. You guys are voting for Brighton. And I'm going for Brighton as well. So big up to Mike. What's up, Dan? Pookie will score because his goal scoring machine at the moment, but Brighton to win 2-1. Yeah, I did talk about Pookie before you came in as well. So with that being said, guys, we're going to move on, man. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to the third match today. And we're going to keep it moving. Let's talk about the game between Aston Villa and Wolves. Guys, remember, we're coming back after the Premier League break. Expect me to be a little rusty in terms of what's going on with all the teams, okay? So don't expect me to know every single thing what's going on. I have been looking at the news and things like that, and I will talk about what I know, but there's some late developments and things that I cannot touch on. So Aston Villa versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. This would be a derby because of location, of course. This would be a derby. Not the biggest derby for Aston Villa, but it would be a derby. Head-to-head, 12 Premier League matches, as you can see on the table there. 3 wins for Wolves, 5 for Villa. 4 games have ended in draws. So in the last game, Tottenham beat Villa 2-1, and Wolves defeated Newcastle 2-1 as well. So in terms of the last time these two teams met last season, what happened? They played to a 0-0 draw, and Aston Villa beat Wolves at Molineux 1-0. So Wolves did beat Aston Villa, did do the double over Aston Villa the previous season, and when Aston Villa came back to the Premier League. So Aston Villa, they would be out for revenge here, even though they did pick up the win last season and did went unbeaten against Wolverhampton last season, where Aston Villa were indeed the better team in terms of the league table. So look, in terms of notes and things that we must pay attention to here, Raz, I'll need you here, Raz. But Emi Martinez will or could miss the game because he's still on international duty. I'm not 100% sure if Emiliano Buendia went out on international duty with Argentina. Can't remember seeing his name in the roster, but I don't think I think he'll be available for Aston Villa if you ask me. And just to check the comments really quick, I see Raz saying He Chan Huang is firing in form at the moment. Yeah, he's doing very well, and he did feature for South Korea in the international break too. So in terms of did you know? Let's go. Okay, can Martinez maintain his perfect record against Wolves? This might be a boo-boo because Martinez might not play. Emiliano Martinez has kept a clean sheet in all 3 of his Premier League matches against Wolverhampton Wanderers. They're the side he started against the most in the competition while keeping 100% clean sheet. So with Emiliano Martinez currently out on international duty, we could see Jed Steer in goal for Aston Villa. I think the last time Jed Steer played didn't actually end up very well for Aston Villa, if my memory serves me right. I think they lost that game. Let me just double check really quick. I think they did lose the game. You got to go back to September after the international break there. That's, I think, the weekend of September 11th. Let me just see here. Aston Villa. Yeah, they did lose 3-0 to Chelsea. So, spot on with that one. Jed Stein goal. Might not be pretty. Definitely might not be pretty there. But let's continue, though. Wolves have won 4 of their last 7 league meetings with Villa, drawing 1 and losing 2. More than they had in their previous 27 against them, winning 3, drawing 10 and losing 14. Villa are unbeaten in their last 5 Premier League home matches with 3 wins and 2 draws. They they last had a longer top flight run without defeat at home between April and October 2011 with 8 matches. Wolves are looking to secure 3 consecutive away league wins for the first time since June of 2020, while the last time they had won 3 in a row on the road without conceding in the top flight was back in March of 1960. Michael Oliver would be the match referee here, and look, Bruno Lage and his boys would actually be attempting to continue this very, very good run they've been on. So, with that being said, look, I think Aston Villa playing some quality football, though, despite losing their last game to Tottenham. They did pick up a win against Manchester United. And for Wolverhampton Wanderers, the one against Newcastle, they've been picking up some wins after a bad start in terms of result, but they have been playing some attractive football. Raul Jimenez ticking again. He just won a game with Mexico last night. He scored, so his form is coming back there as well. Hwang Hee-chan has been playing well. Adama Traore is always a threat. Francisco Trincao is still there and about doing his thing on loan from Barcelona. And you have Ruben Neves and João Moutinho ever present in the midfield. And I think Jose Sa has had a brilliant start to life in the Premier League. But without Martinez in the team, I don't think Aston Villa would keep Wolves out. And I'm going for 1-1 draw, both teams to cancel each other out. Because, look, Aston Villa, we know, very good attacking team with Danny Ings, Ollie Watkins, you know, the likes of Emi Buendia, Leon Bailey, whenever he's fit, Anwar El Ghazi, whenever everybody's fit. Very good team going forward. Defense has looked good. Dean Smith's been trying out 3 at the back with Howes, Konsa, and Mings, and it's been working relatively okay. It did work against United, and you know, against Chelsea they played well. But I'm going for a draw here. Definitely going for a draw, and I'll be putting up a poll for you guys to vote in a poll right now on who you think is actually gonna win this game. So Brighton 67%, Norwich 19%, a draw 15% here. So I should have already put up that poll for the game between Brighton and Aston Villa and Wolves, you know, but slacking there. Slacking. So let's go. Aston Villa versus Wolves. Right. Let's go. Villa. Wolves. How's everybody feeling today, man? Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. Julian, big up, man. Just passing it, but I have class. Yeah. Make sure you pay attention in school, bro. I know it's early. This is the only time I get to do these streams, so I have to do them early. I can't do them late in the evening, especially by myself. I can do it late in the evening, but I'll have my boy Liam with me sleeping, and you never know when he'll wake up. So the poll is live. Aston Villa versus Wolves. Let me know your thoughts in the chat and vote in the poll as well. So look, in terms of the next game here, Aston Villa, they will play Arsenal. And for Wolverhampton Wanderers, their next game will be against Leeds United. So, look, we got to find out what's going on, if there's any updates on both these teams. And we're just going to head on over to the Premier League, their website, not the Premier League website, but the websites for the clubs, where we will actually find a few things that we didn't really talk about. Matt Target saying there's more to come from Aston Villa. And just to note, when they do use 3 at the back, Target and Cash has been playing as more attacking players, wing backs, and they've looked good, with Cash being the brighter of the 2 players so far in the league. And I like that Villa has been pushing a lot of their youngsters as well. So yeah, nothing really to talk about in terms of news here. Let's just click the news section, and yeah, not much to really touch on. If you guys have any more updates on this, please let me know in the chat. We'll definitely appreciate that, man. Well, appreciate that. So what we saying? Raz with a 1-1. Z Ghoul, who says, big up, how are you doing? Just give you some information. The Premier League teams are teaming up to get their South American players in time for the weekend fixtures, just so you know. Yeah, I've touched on that during the international break, but look, just so you know, not everyone in the Premier League are vaccinated. A lot of the Premier League players are not vaccinated. There's a stat that says only 50% of the Premier League players are vaccinated, while for some other leagues, I think it was the Italian league, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a 98%. Don't quote me on that, but the vaccination rate in the Premier League has been, is very low. It's very low. So 50%, if the players are vaccinated, they could travel from South America and go straight back into training and even take part in a match this weekend. But if they're not vaccinated and they travel to red list countries in South America, they would have to go through the whole procedure where they actually have to quarantine and all that stuff. So just so you know, that is something I know, because when it comes to the international aspect of things, I've been really up to date and up to speed with that, because I've been talking international football for the last 2 weeks. All right, so Legan Sweet saying 2-1 to Wolves. Raz saying 1-1. So Trezeguet, Sansone, Neto out indefinitely. Trincao, Bailey, Douglas Luiz questionable. Douglas Luiz is out on international duty. That I definitely have to note for Aston Villa. So he may miss the game for sure. Definitely. Or maybe. Who knows? According to the boy Zigul here, if the Premier League players are able to expedite the process and get their vaccinated players back in time, then yeah, it would benefit the teams. But so far, the information that we have is that we are going to talk about things without those players. Like when we get to Liverpool, I'm pretty, we have to analyze the thing without an Alisson and a Fabinho, because those guys are out for Brazil. They play later today, just so you know. So, yeah, can't really analyze a game talking about players who may not feature. You get what I'm saying, guys? So, with that being said, let's just head on over quickly. To the other website here, and that's the Wolves website, to see what's going on in terms of Wolves, if there's any updates or anything we may have missed. Internationals ready to return. Let's see the information here. And this is actually they said click here, and what they did, they sent me to an app for me to download. I don't want to download no app right now, man. You see what I'm saying? Calm down. Add to my browser. No, you want to mess up my browser, have my browser crashing all over the place. Hell to the mofo. No. Okay? No. Not adding nothing. So we ain't got nothing to talk about here in terms of updates here. Nothing. Internationals. Moutinho hits new record for Portugal. Let me see something. Moutinho Neves, Nelson Semedo for Portugal. Romain Saiz for Morocco. Willy Bolly, Ivory Coast. Hwang Hee-chan, South Korea. Connor Cody for England. Fabio Silva, under 21s. Kiana Hoover, under 21s for the Dutch as well. Raul Jimenez is the only man still due to play. Well, that was yesterday. Raul Jimenez may come back, in time for this game, definitely. So, Mr. Headband himself, Raul Jimenez. Imagine playing with this headband, right, for the rest of your career. Oh, man, what a burden. At least people would know who you are, man. You see what I'm saying? At least people would be like, oh, the guy with the headband, right? Yeah, Raul Jimenez. Yeah, him. That's what I'm talking about. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to move right on. To the next games. Let's not stall. Let us not stall, man. See what I'm saying? Let's move on. Let's talk. So, let's talk about a big game. Let's heat things up with a big game. You see what I mean? We've been off to a slow start, and most people are still seemingly stuck in the international world, but we have to get things back in terms of the Premier League. So if you're watching a replay right now, don't forget you could skip around by using the timestamps and the chapter markers that I took my time to put in for you, okay? So let's talk about a potential big game here. Leicester versus Manchester United. Oh boy. Could it be a big one, or is it going to be a formality for United? Because Leicester have not been playing some good football this season at all. So last game, a 2-2 draw between Crystal Palace and Leicester City. And United did draw their game with a 1-1 draw against Everton FC. In terms of the last time these two teams met, surprisingly, Leicester went unbeaten. Well, not so much surprising. Leicester were actually brilliant last season. But Leicester won at Old Trafford last season and won the home game in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup, which they went on to win. And when they hosted United, it was a 2-2 draw. Prior to that, they had failed to beat Manchester United in their previous 7 games, picking up a solitary draw at home back in December of 2017. Brendan Rodgers versus Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, man. Rodgers, 6 matches against Solskjaer, 3 wins, a draw, and 2 losses. And Solskjaer with the opposite record against United. Brendan Rodgers has not been so good. 4 wins, 1 draw, and 10 losses in 15 games, while Solskjaer has solid record against Leicester with 3 wins, a draw, and 2 losses. In terms of the Premier League record, as you can see right there on screen, 30 matches between the two teams. Leicester with only 3 wins, 19 wins for Manchester United, and 8 draws. But, fun fact for you, I just got to squeeze this one in. Leicester, won the Premier League more recently than Manchester United, even though United are indeed historic Premier League kings with the most Premier League titles, right? And we're living in a different world, definitely. So if you're a United fan from the 90s and the 2000s, and just chill. Zigul, if you're still in here, I'm talking to people like some of y'all. Some of y'all I'm still talking to. But notes here for United, though, I think there's doubts behind the availability of Rafa Varane, who did get injured during the Nations League. Let's see if he'll feature. Harry Maguire was out. Let's see if he'll be available. I think I read something that he'll be available after the international as well. Let's see. And Marcus Rashford could be returning to duty as well. Fred could miss the game, international duty. Cavani as well, and we'll get more insight on that as we go along. In terms of Leicester, I don't think they have to worry about the problems that United have in terms of the international players, but I think Johnny Evans is still suffering with an injury, and there may be a few injuries here and there in the team. So let's just check this section. Did you know Leicester City can win back-to-back Premier League games against Manchester United for the first time after beating them 2-1 at Old Trafford in May. Manchester United are looking to extend their record unbeaten away run in the league to 30 matches, winning 19 and drawing 10. They haven't conceded more than once in any of their last 15 on the road, the longest such run in league football. Leicester City striker Jamie Vardy has scored in each of his last Premier League appearances. The only player older than Vardy will be on this the only player older than Vardy will be on the day of this match, 34 years, 278 days to score in 4 consecutive Premier League appearances is Gary McAllister in May 2001 for Liverpool at 36 years old, 127 days. Man United's Jesse Lingard has been involved in 6 goals in his last 6 Premier League appearances against Leicester. Is Solskjaer going to play him? We don't know. 3 goals and 3 assists. Against no side has he been more involved in more goals in the competition, also 6 versus Arsenal. Craig Parson will be the referee here. So let me just get the poll up for this game before I move on here. 27 votes. We have Aston Villa with 70%, Wolves 15, and a draw 15. So you guys are fancying Aston Villa there. So thank you very much for voting in this poll. And before I do give you my prediction, let me put the poll up in the stream right now. We have Raz, who is a new moderator. Congratulations, Raz, for being a mod, and that's because you'll be hitting me with some information. You basically been helping me, Raz. I do appreciate that. So, Leicester versus Man United in the poll, man. Let's get the poll live and going. This is what live stream's supposed to be like, guys. Interactive. You see what I mean? I want to get you guys involved as much as possible. I know you guys like to vote. You know what I'm saying? But I've never voted in real life, though. In terms of an election, never voted. And I've been legal to vote since about 2000 and when? 2000 and what? Jesus Christ, I'm 2008. Jeez, man. Anyways, vote in the poll. For my prediction here, guys, look, even though Man United would be without certain players, I have not been convinced with what Leicester City are doing this season at all. They've been very inconsistent, and even though Vardy has been playing well, Iheanacho has looked good as well, Harvey Barnes and, you know, spells, they've looked very suspect. Very, very suspect. Indeed, he missed the last game. We have Tielemans not playing at his best. Johnny Evans injured. Soyuncu not playing well. Fofana injured. You know, so they're really struggling, though. Kasper Schmeichel, you know, has looked good, but can't do it all alone. Vestergaard haven't really hit the ground running at Leicester. And look, for United, this is a road game, which makes it even easier to analyze. I think if it was at Old Trafford, Leicester would have been licking their chops right about now, regardless to how they are playing. But the fact that Man United have been doing such a great job on the road, I think this favors United. Bruno Fernandes will be available, Cristiano Ronaldo, Paul Pogba, Mason Greenwood, possibly a Marcus Rashford, Lingard. You see what I'm saying? So they do have the attacking prowess. They may miss Cavani, and as I mentioned, Fred won't be available, but Matic could slot right in alongside a McTominay. You see what I'm saying? They do have a deep squad as well. Maybe a Donny van de Beek could finally get a chance here. So with that being said, I'm going to go for United to win the game 3-1 though. 3-1. Maybe a Cristiano Ronaldo show. Maybe Bruno Fernandes get a goal as well. I just don't see Leicester City winning this. Vardy may pick up a goal. Usually scores against United. Yeah. But in terms of them winning the game, I think Brendan Rodgers and his boys are going to lose and continue to struggle this season in the league. So my prediction, United 3, Leicester City 1. Let me know your predictions in the chat. We'll definitely appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Thanks. So in terms of who these teams play next, Leicester City will play Spartak Moscow in the Europa League. They did lose their last Europa League game against Legia Warsaw. And then they play Brentford in the Premier League on the next match day, which is not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be an easy game. For United, their next match will be in the Champions League against Atalanta next Wednesday. And then they play Liverpool next Sunday in a marquee Premier League affair. So talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. What are you guys saying in terms of who you think is going to go on to win this game? According to the poll right now, we got 50% say Man United, 20% say a draw, and we have Leicester with 30%. Guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Do appreciate it, man. What we got here? Raz, Varane, NDD out indefinitely. Cavani, Rashford, Fred Maguire, Johnny Evans, questionable. Just like I've mentioned. Yeah, just like I mentioned, man. Z Ghoul is saying, I hear that, bro. Very salty. I'm heading out now. Got work. We'll watch the replay. Keep up the good work. No problem, bro. One of these days, you and I got to link up, man. Z Ghoul is from St. Vincent, and he does live in New York as well. We got to link up one of these days. You and your cousin and I, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Z's cousin and I went to school back in 1998. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So, big up to Doug, man. Doug, I didn't know you were still here, bro. Thanks for sticking around and, you know, being a part of the chat. Much love, much respect. So, we got Ross saying a 3-1 to United. Rashford, lack of match fitness. Maguire, calf injury. Evans with a foot injury. Yeah, Evans been out for a while, though. He's came back, but he's gone back out again. Big up to Raymond, who says watching from the UAE. Thank you very much for tuning in. Big up to Zachary. How are you doing, Zachary? United is just questionable and unpredictable. Indeed they are, but come on, you can't discount what they've been doing on the road, though. They've been a quality team on the road. And did I just say discount? I think I just said discount, guys. You could head on over to manscaped.com and get 20% off. That's a discount by using the code Dominic Rich to get one of your personal grooming items. Almost messed that one up, right? But yeah, Manscaped has become part of the channel, and do appreciate them jumping on board. So yeah, guys, your balls would thank you. Appreciate that. So let us move on. Let us move right on. And let's just see if we have any updates from the websites really quick. Because we wanna know. We want to be up to speed with what's going on here. Evra reveals fight with teammate Vidic. Greenwood's rise to the Copa Trophy shortlist. Ronaldo on the Ballon d'Or. Reds ranking high in Premier League stats. I want to check the Premier League stats as well. I've been wanting to check the Premier League stats. And this is big, though. This is big. I recently found this out as well. That Davy Brooks, man, has Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a type of cancer. It's in stage 2, but it's good news. The prognosis is good, and this is very curable once you detect it early. If it's in stage 4, then you're probably most likely doomed, but yeah, I think he'll be okay. Everybody at Manchester United is offering support to Davy Brooks after it was announced on Wednesday that the Bournemouth and Wales midfielder has cancer. God damn, I can't even say the word, man. Freaking sad stuff. My mom did pass away from cancer, so yeah, trust me. When it comes to dealing with that, I know. And this is one thing I'd never want to happen to me or anybody else in my family. But guys, you never know, man. You gotta always be prepared for the worst. The 24-year-old said he had stage 2 Hodgkin lymphoma, but that the prognosis is a positive one and he will start treatment next week. Our former youth player, Joe Thompson, beat the life-threatening condition during his playing career and has already contacted Brooks at this difficult time. Also, I have a friend that I grew up with that had cancer of the blood. I can't remember the exact cancer that it's called, but he beat it as well. So big up to my boy Jules, man. Big up to Jules. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Jules. He's not watching this though. I haven't really told any of my friends about my YouTube channel or anything, so you know what I'm saying? Man, you would think I have, but I haven't. I really haven't. So let's go back and let's see what's happening here, if we have any other news to talk about in terms of updates. Okay, Maguire says, I will be back on the pitch soon. And yeah, so he'll definitely be out. I don't see anything on Rafa Varane, though. Nothing on Varane in terms of team news here. So what I could do really quick is just to check a little Varane on Google and see if there's any updates on him in terms of news. All right, official a day ago from Manchester United, from the website that I'm on right now that I didn't actually see. So let's just switch tabs and bring you up to speed with what's going on with Rafa Varane. Official Varane injury update. Okay, so Manchester United have released an official update on Rafael Varane after the defender was injured while on international duty with France. The statement reads, Rafa Varane has sustained a groin muscle injury in the UEFA Nations League final and has commenced rehabilitation at the club. He will be out for a few weeks. The centre-back was withdrawn during the first half of France's game with Spain, which Le Bon won 2-1 at the San Siro. It was marked It marked the latest trophy in his glittering career, with his Reds teammate Paul Pogba and Anthony Martial also part of the successful side. The Reds begin a busy period with an away game at Leicester on Saturday, kicking off at 3 o'clock British time, following a home Champions League tie with Atalanta. League fixtures against Liverpool and Tottenham complete a tough month. It's going to be very tough. I think they're going to beat Leicester City. I do think they're going to beat Leicester City. But the other games that's coming up, man, it's going to be tough, man. Who knows? Could we see Phil Jones? Could we see Phil Jones in this game, guys? Never know. I think Phil Jones is back in training and things like that. Could we see Phil Jones? That'll be a sight. Let's head on over to the Leicester City website and see what's going on here in terms of Leicester and see if we get any updates on any injuries or anything like that. So nothing right there, but that was just 24 hours ago. But we should get something, though. We should get something here in terms of some update on player injury and availability. So we ain't got nothing here. I think we're pretty on point with the Johnny Evans situation. And yeah, I think that's about it. Leicester website is very busy, though. Very, very busy. Very busy. Danny Ward with that horrible own goal for Wales there. Yeah. Anyways, man, let us move on. We're going to move on to the next game. We don't want to linger too much on that one. And we have a lot of games to get through and to talk about. So with that being said, let's move on to the next game. Another big game. Let's talk about another big one. Let's get through some big fixtures. And let's talk about the game between Brentford and Chelsea. Once again, big up to everybody in the chat, and thanks to everybody who has smashed the thumbs up button, left comments, and anyone who has super chat so far. Big up to Doug. Do appreciate that. Big up to all the mods in the chat as well. You guys are the real deal. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're watching the replay right now, I do appreciate you as well. Look, remember, international break is still going on, and to just jump right into club football, something that I have not done across the last 2 weeks. It seems like forever, but, you know, we're getting up to speed. These are the streams that we use to get up to speed, and they're not the brightest of streams. They're not the most attended streams. But as I said, guys, like this is, look, if the congregation ain't full, it doesn't mean that we're going to give up, okay? We're in this for the long haul. There's still, after this, 30 match weeks to go, which means there's about 60 live streams left. You see what I mean? Still early days in the league. Things are still cold. All right, so Brentford versus Chelsea. Brentford has been very, very, very impressive so far this season, picking up a 2-1 win in the derby against West Ham United on the road. And Chelsea had to really scrap it out against Southampton here. This is going to be, this is going to be a very, very difficult game for Chelsea. Difficult game. It will be at the Brentford Community Stadium as well. And they could be without Thiago Silva, who would still be out on international duty, and will pick up his 100 cap tonight for the Seleção. Pretty sure of that. Pretty sure of that. So, look, Brentford, Chelsea here. When was the last time these two teams met each other? You got to go back 2017, the fourth round of the FA Cup, where Chelsea won 4-0. 2013, fourth round of the FA Cup, 4-0 for Chelsea as well. They met in the fourth round of the FA Cup back in 2014 twice, so they had to do a replay when the first game ended in a 2-2 draw. So let me just look around the Chelsea squad and see if there's any survivors. Definitely not. Lampard played that game. Yeah, no survivors. Yeah, survivor. I found one. Cesar Azpilicueta. God damn, the boy Azpilicueta has been around. Rafa Benitez was actually the manager there. For Brentford, is there anybody still left? Anybody still left for Brentford? Let me just take a look at this team and see if anybody's still left. Not seeing any names. Not seeing any names from that roster. There may still be a few players, but Stuart Dallas used to play for Brentford back then. He's now at Leeds. And you have Adam Forshaw now at Leeds as well. Yeah, I don't think there's any. There was Jamaican Clayton Donaldson that played for Brentford back then. Who remembers Donaldson? Yeah, nobody's left. Nobody's left. Unfortunately, nobody is left. So, look, Brentford has been very impressive this season, to say the least. If you weren't here from the start, I did go through the table. Brentford are 7th. Chelsea are on top of the table. But Brentford has only lost once this season. And that loss came to the hands of Brighton Hove Albion. And it was a 1-0 home loss. Narrow loss. So they've been impressive. They picked up a 3-3 draw against Liverpool. And that win on opening day against Arsenal, simply remarkable. They beat Wolves. And to beat West Ham, who has been on fire lately, it's testament of the great work that Thomas Frank has done with the Bees. Definitely. So, look, as I noted, Thiago Silva will be out for Chelsea. Let's check the latest in terms of did you know. A lot of Brentford stars were out on international duty as well with the Danish national team. I think Jensen and Norgard was out on international duty, and a few other players were out on international duty. We're not going to get too deep into that right now. But maybe Ethan Pinnock, I think, might be a doubt for this game. Definitely is a doubt for the game. In terms of Chelsea, Lukaku did suffer an injury. He's doubtful as well. Let's see if he'll feature. We'll get more on that. What does Ras say on that? Pulisic out indefinitely. Rudiger, James, Thiago Silva, Kante, Lukaku, questionable. Yanelt, Baptiste, Aya, questionable. Where you getting these information from, Raz? Where you getting the information from? Because I'm loving this, you know. I'm absolutely loving this. Big up to John Burns in the house, man, who said, what about Tom Jones? Is he a big Leicester City fan? Leicester City. Tom Jones. Who's Tom Jones you're talking about? So, yeah, man, yeah. My mom passed away from breast cancer in 2017 as well. Yeah, man, sorry to hear that, bro. So you know how it feels, bro. Frazier, how are you feeling, Frazier? How are you? So, did you know Chelsea have won each of their last 6 away London derbies in the Premier League and could become the first team in English football history, top 4 tiers, to win 7 such matches in a row. Brentford are the first team in the Premier League history to remain unbeaten in their first 3 London derbies, having beaten both Arsenal and West Ham United and drawn with Crystal Palace. Chelsea have had more different goal scorers than any other Premier League side this season, with 12 excluding own goals. Only Arsenal in 2009-10 have had more different goal scorers in their first 7 matches of a Premier League campaign, with 13. Brentford have won 7 of their 9 top-flight matches against sides starting the day at the top of the table and losing 2. That's awesome. With their first such match since 1947, where they won against Wolves 4-1. The Bees' win rate of 78% against league leaders is the best of any club in English top-flight history. So, look, in terms of the prediction for this game, here, this is a difficult one to predict because, to be honest, even though Chelsea on top of the table, guys, I haven't really been impressed with what they did against Southampton. I think the red card to James Ward-Prowse actually contributed to Chelsea's resurgence in the game and them eventually going on to win the game 3-1. But I think if James Ward-Prowse was on the field, it would have either ended in a draw or a win for Southampton because they had the momentum at that time of the game. So Chelsea, with all their stars, they lost to Man United. They did lose against Juventus. I think they bounced back in the last Champions League game, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember every single thing what happened, but I think they did. And well, the last Champions League game was against Juventus. Yeah, so they lost their last Champions League game, but they did bounce back against Southampton. So okay, yeah, I thought they played Malmo already, but they haven't. So this game against Brentford is going to be a tricky game though, because this Brentford team, they're showing us that they will compete. Ivan Toney and Mbeumo. Oh man, Brian Mbeumo, very, very, very good team there. Very, very good link-up play between those two players. And other neat little players in their team that I, have taken note of so far in the season. Christian Norgard, quality player. Just got to put that out there. Quality player. And you have the likes of Onyeka and Baptiste to show up the midfield. Canos and Rico Henry down the flanks. Pinnock Janssen, Jorgensen filling in there at the back for the injured Aya. These guys have been good. It's a difficult one to predict though, because Chelsea, of course, we know are the favorites. They have been doing well in the London derbies, but also, Brentford have been playing some good football as well. Johan Wissa coming off the bench. Could he be the hero again? Could he be the hero? The safe bet here is to predict a Chelsea win. That's the safe bet. That is a safe bet here. To predict a Chelsea win and maybe say, okay, Brentford do manage to pick up a point. Kudos to Brentford. You proved me wrong here. Or if they manage to win, yeah, you proved me wrong. It's hard to bet against Chelsea right now. Very difficult to bet against Chelsea, I have to say. So let me put a poll up in the stream right now. And you guys are going to vote in a poll, as usual, for your winners. And I'll let you know who I think is going to win the game right now. So London derby, big game. Chelsea on the road. Brentford at home. Oh, man, this one is tricky, though. This one is tricky. This one is really, really tricky, though. Look, I'm going to have to... Look, man. And not because I want Chelsea to drop points here, but I'm going to have to predict a draw for this one, I'm going to have to go for a 1-1 draw. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this game. International break, Ross. You see what I'm saying? Brentford preparing. I don't think they had a whole lot of players out on international duty like Chelsea may have, or who knows, we might check and see that Brentford may have had more players out on international duty, but we're not going to get into that right now. But, I thought I put the poll live. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw for this game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I did predict Chelsea to beat City, but this time around, I'm going to have to predict a draw. And for Chelsea's last game against Southampton, I did predict them to win the game as well. So it's not like I have some agenda against Chelsea like some people may think, but I just wasn't convinced with the win against Southampton. Just going to put it out there. I think they really struggled in that game despite winning it. Timo Werner, he's been, scoring goals in an international break. Is he going to come to the party again like he did against Southampton? Only left to be seen. Is Lukaku going to break his slump and start scoring again? Would we see N'Golo Kante back in the team? Is Jorginho going to, play this match and alongside Kovacic? And so it's a lot of questions. Edward Mendy on his Champions League, his Ballon d'Or shortlist snub. There's been a whole lot of talking point around that. But if you ask me, Edward Mendy, bro, one great season, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep doing well, and maybe next year you could make the list, in my opinion. But maybe unlucky not to be on the list, if you ask me. So 1-1 draw for this one. Let me know your thoughts in the chat, guys. Hui saying City, Burnley will be a battering. So you already know a Chelsea defender will score. The legend Wissa. Thank you very much there. Legon Sweet. Chelsea will lose 2-1. Raz is saying 2-1 to Chelsea here. So with that being said, let's see if we could actually get any more insight on these teams and head on over to the club websites really quick and find out what's going on here. So, Petacek, column reflection on my head injury 15 years on. We're not going to get into that right about now. And we just want some updates, some news. Latest news. See if there's anything published here. Chelsea on Brentford connections, 9 things you may not have known, including Chapel Mount and South Dakota. Hardy wins goal of the month. Chelsea website looking weird today, though. What's going on here? Media watch. Shock over Mendy's Ballon d'Or. Omission. Brentford Lords. Chelsea defender. And the Gudjohnsen name lives on. Oh, yeah. I just talked about that, right? So, Lukaku's first Stamford Bridge goal voted best, Chelsea's best in September. So, Lukaku won best Chelsea goal for the September month. So, yeah, not much update on that one. Let me actually see really quick if there's anything on Lukaku. Any updates on Romelu Lukaku in terms of his injury. Just to see what's going on here. So 2 days ago, Pulisic, James, Silva. Oh, this is what the boy Raz. The boy Raz is doing the behind the scenes thing, right? Yeah, but Pulisic, James, Silva, Kante, Lukaku, they could actually be out for this game. But just to check the update, Pulisic, I think, will be out. For sure, Reece James is also doubtful to face the Bees. He picked up an ankle problem against Man City. Remember, he had to go off there. We have, and then was called up by the England national team, Thiago Silva. He's unlikely to be involved because of his return back from Brazil. And we have more. N'Golo Kante, Frenchman, returning to training last week after testing for COVID-19. I think he might feature. Lukaku will be hoping to be fit for Brentford on Saturday evening after returning from international duty early. Lukaku left the Belgium camp early after the Nations League semi-final defeat to France last week after muscle overload. Lukaku is suffering from muscle fatigue, same as Eden Hazard. They're not in the best conditions to play. Lukaku might actually start the game on the bench. And you can see Tuchel actually go into his squad and, maybe play a Havertz up top along with Werner. Who knows, man? Who knows what he's going to do? But I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw for the game between Chelsea and Brentford. Let's see if it will happen, or Chelsea could prove me wrong and go on to win the game, or if Brentford could prove me wrong and go on to win the game. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to move on, man. We're going to move right on. We still have a few more games to talk about. And with that being said, we're going to move on to the game between Everton and West Ham United. I think the fact that this game is being played on Sunday, it may allow South American players involved to come back and be involved. Well, South American players to come back and be involved. Yerry Mina comes to mind, does play for Colombia. And for West Ham, not quite sure if... I think they had a Paraguayan played for them. I think he left. I'm thinking about the Newcastle United man, Fernandez, one of them guys. But let's get into this game. Everton versus West Ham United. Everton picking up a 1-1 draw against Man United in the last game. West Ham losing to Brentford in their last match. So I actually am not on the right page here. I thought I was, but let's get there. Let us get there. Come on, Dom. Come on. Focus. Big up to everybody in the chat right about now. Appreciate you guys joining. Make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. We need 4 more likes to get to 50. We'll definitely appreciate that. Remember, this is the stream that's kicking off club football again as we had international break. And we're not done with the international break. I have a video to drop right after I'm done with this stream. A few clips as well. And there's CONMEBOL games coming up later. And there's World Cup qualifiers daily to do tomorrow as well. So this is a necessary stream. This is a necessary stream that I'm doing right about now. So... yeah, big up to the boy Adam the Great, man. How are you feeling? How are you? You came in when we just finished the Chelsea game. He says, can't be here for more than a few minutes. I'm working right now. I think Chelsea will draw. Oh, I think Chelsea will draw too. Wow. Wow. What does the poll say? The poll says 56% says Chelsea would actually win the game. 22% a draw. 22% win for Brentford. And he says, after international breaks, Chelsea don't play well. 1-1. Werner will score. All right. Yeah, Lanzini. Yeah, you're right. Lanzini, but I don't know if Lanzini was called up. I doubt Lanzini was called up, Mr. Galaxy. And thanks here, Skylanders. Appreciate you coming through. Chelsea website looks like an advert posting. Definitely. Dom, what's your opinion on these Chelsea fans saying Jorginho should win the Ballon d'Or? That's a great question. That's a great question. But in my opinion, Jorginho does not sniff the Ballon d'Or. I'm going to keep it real. Won the Euros with Italy. Won the Champions League with Chelsea. But Jorginho does not win the Ballon d'Or for me still. You see what I'm saying? He does not. Not above Lewandowski for sure. Not even above N'Golo Kante. Not above Messi. He does not win the Ballon d'Or. And I'm dead serious about that. I don't know why the Chelsea fans or whoever is saying that Jorginho deserves to actually win the Ballon. I don't know where they're coming up with this thing. But he does not deserve the Ballon d'Or. I know he does play well. And he does fall on the radar for most of the games. And deserves more credit. But come on, guys. He simply does not win the Ballon d'Or. Okay, let's be real here. Let's not be delusional. Let's not get too carried away with this one. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you. So, great question there, Legon Sweet. Do appreciate that. So, Raz is saying Kufal, a groin injury, and Fredericks, groin injury, doubtful for West Ham United. We know Fredericks has been out for a while with that injury. Kufal is a warrior. He might just shake that off and turn up to play the game. So Chelsea winning the votes there in the poll. So I'm going to just end that poll and I'm going to try to get the poll for the Everton West Ham game up a bit earlier than usual. Sigurdsson out indefinitely. We know why. Dominic Calvert-Lewin a muscle injury. Richarlison still out with a knock. Iwobi. Damn. Andre Gomes. Diagne. Dina. You know what it is though? Why when I realized, is the spelling the same thing? But Mbaya, Diagne. We say Diagne, but with Luca Dean. You know what I mean? Dina. Maybe the different spelling. Coleman, hamstring, Mina, international duty. Mina should be back, but I don't know if he's vaccinated though. Everton are definitely depleted. They're definitely depleted. But if we learn anything from what they've been doing lately, they still have a good team because the game against United, they didn't have any of those players. They didn't have Calvert-Lewin, they didn't have Richarlison, they didn't have Sigurdsson. And look at what they did. You see what I mean? So, thank you there, Raz. Do appreciate that. So, let me just get the poll up in the stream. And then we're going to get back to talking about this game. So, yeah. Thanks again for tuning in and for liking the video wherever you are in the world right now. Guys, I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. That's how busy I've been, man. Woke up in the morning and I got straight to work. So, your boy has been very, very busy. And today's my day off from work as well, from my day job. I do have a career. I'm a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? I work JFK International Airport, by the way, if you don't know. So, yeah. That's some information on me. Personal things. So, West Ham United. Okay, the poll is up. Vote in the poll. Do appreciate that. And let's get into this game right now. It took me a long time to actually get this thing kicking, right? So, Everton, 1-1 draw against United. West Ham, 2-1 loss to Brentford. And in terms of the last time these two teams met, Everton won the game 1-0, and West Ham won the away leg 1-0. So both these teams won the away fixtures, while of course both home teams lost. And if that continues, it means that West Ham would win this one. Yeah, but you gotta wait and hear what I think in terms of my prediction, though. So it's been back and forth between these two teams across the last 10 games, though, with Everton winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and West Ham winning 3, and 2 games ending in draws. So West Ham's last win against Everton, I said last season, and before that in 2018. So Everton has enjoyed a better spell against West Ham across the last 6 matches, winning 4 of those games, losing 1 and drawing 1. In terms of the all-time Premier League record, 50 matches played, 27 wins for Everton, 10 wins for West Ham, 13 games have ended in draws. And this would be David Moyes coming up against Rafa Benitez. This would be the 17th such time, well, the 18th time these managers will be meeting each other, with Moyes picking up 3 wins, 3 draws, and 11 L's, with Rafa having the inverse of the record. Against Everton, Moyes has only 2 wins, and that's his old team, by the way. 1 draw and 8 losses. Against West Ham United, Rafa Benitez's teams have done very well with 12 wins, a draw, and 4 losses. Did you know? Everton are looking to start a Premier League season with 4 consecutive home wins for the first time. Could they do it? The Toffees have won more Premier League matches, 27, and scored more Premier League goals, 87 against West Ham, than they have versus any other side in the competition. West Ham are targeting consecutive league wins at Everton for the first time since 1930. Hammer's duo Said Benrahma and Mikel Antonio have created 14 chances for each other in the Premier League this season, 7 each. More than any other player in the competition so far this season. Still, Atwell will be the referee. This is a big game. This is a big game here. This is a huge game. Jordan Pickford should be fit. Lucas Fabianski played his last game for Poland over the international break, so he'll be raring to go for West Ham United. We know he's fit, and we know Pickford is fit as well. And we just go through the squad really quick. Winston Reid is no longer part of the squad, so I don't know why the Premier League still has him there. But the Everton squad is dealing with some injuries, but they do have depth. And Michael Keane, Ben Godfrey could play at centre-back as well, have been filling in at right-back. Jared Brantwaite also capable. But if Luca Digne isn't able to play, there could be a problem. But you have Fabian Delph, who could feature at left back if you want to. But you have the likes of Allen. Yeah, I don't know why Sigurdsson is in here. Andrews Townsend is in good form. Abdoulaye Doucouré has been in good form as well. And not so much Tom Davies. Up top, Damari Gray has been playing well. Alex Iwobi, hit and miss. Anthony Gordon, I think, has been quality this season for them. Rondon, I think they would prefer to have Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top. So it's iffy. It's very iffy, but they still have capable players in the likes of Gray and Townsend that could do the job. Doucouré chipping in with the odd goal here and there. As for West Ham United, this team has been looking good for a long time. You could see their prowess going forward there with Yarmolenko, Antonio, Jared Bowen, and Said Benrahma. Antonio did not travel with the Jamaican team, and I think it's because of precautionary reasons and workload and everything. He want to manage that, seeing that they do have Europa League. And you could see they have the depth with Nikola Vlasic and Krall added to the team, along with Declan Rice, Fornals, Lanzini there. Mark Noble, not so much featuring this season, but the team will be all right. I think they'll be all right. My prediction for this game, however, I'm going to go for teams to cancel each other out, an exciting 2-2 draw. And that's final. That is fine. I'm confident about that too. I'm definitely confident about predicting a draw here, even though I know the game could go any which way. For Everton, their next match will be against Watford. Then they play Wolves. For West Ham United, their next game will be against Genk in the Europa League group stages. A home match for West Ham United, where they did win their last one against Rapid Vienna. And then they play the London Derby against Tottenham next Premier League match day. What are you guys saying in the chat? What's your prediction? Talk to me. Do appreciate every comment, oh, you're saying Dina, Diangana, Diagne. Yeah, it's Diagne. Yeah, you're right. Diagne. You're right about that. Absolutely right about that. There's already stories about Pulisic maybe going to Newcastle. That one could have some validity. That one could be valid. Let me keep it simple. Validity. Is that a word? Validity. I think I just pronounced it wrong. Yeah, that could be valid because Pulisic, his place at Chelsea isn't like set in stone and he's always injured. So a change in scenery could be something good for him. But what if he goes to Newcastle and then there's a whole ton of stars that come in and he doesn't start at Newcastle as well? You see what I'm saying? So Mr. Galaxy saying Robert Lewandowski needs a reward, man. It would be a crime if he didn't get it. Mendy, Chelsea goalkeeper, deserve to be in the nominee as well. If you're going to put Mendy, I think Mendy is nominated for the Yashin Award, if I'm not mistaken. You see what I mean? I think so. So what else we have here? Raz, 2-0 to West Ham. Thank you very much, Raz, for your continued participation in the stream, man. I do appreciate that big time. Guys, we need one more thumbs up to hit 50. Do appreciate that. That'll be awesome. That means 50 people touching and bless the stream with their love and support. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, let's just head on over to the websites really quick. We won't be forever there and see if there's any updates that we could actually catch wind of over there. Let's go. Enter the site. Benitez Everton injury update. This is very good. This is what we need. And this is definitely what we need, okay? So, let's get this one going. Rafa Benitez has confirmed Luca Digne, Seamus Coleman, and Alex Iwobi have returned to full training. But it's too soon to make a decision over anyone's availability for Sunday's meeting with West Ham United. The strike due of Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, along with Everton captain Coleman, missed the 4 matches immediately prior to the October Premier League shutdown. Manager Benitez was additionally without Andre Gomez and Iwobi for the 1-1 draw at Manchester United 2 weeks ago. Left back Digne, meanwhile, returned early from France due to nursing a minor hamstring complaint, and fellow defender Yerry Mina is set to play for Colombia against Ecuador on Thursday night. For Ben Godfrey and Solomon Rondon, 2 players whose season started late, the past fortnight represented an extended chance for physical conditioning. The international break is also an opportunity to bring back players, said Rafa Benitez. Alex Iwobi was training, and so were Digne and Coleman. That is good news for us. They have started training with the team. So anything else we have to say here? Every day, Godfrey Rondon training. They are improving as well. Fingers crossed for Yerry Mina. Hopefully everything will be fine in that last game. Then we will see if he's ready for West Ham. So Anthony Gordon had been banging in first team doors since Rafa Benitez's appointment in the preseason, and it swung open for the academy graduate when he began the meeting with United. Okay, good. What else we have here in terms of updates for Everton? I think that's about it. So Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin seems like they'll still be out of action. Any other news that we could actually catch in terms of Everton here? Any other updates? Maybe not. Maybe not. Let me see. Maybe that's about it. All right, let's move on to West Ham United and see what they're saying. West Ham United. Okay, West Ham. Jeez. West Ham United. I wonder why this damn website ain't popping up right now. So, all right, West Ham. That website should be like right here, but I don't know why it's not popping up. So we're just gonna have to go there. Oh, it's WH. Oh, okay. WHUFC.com. Lazy. Very, very lazy. So, any news here? Yarmolenko scores in Ukraine draw. All right, there ain't nothing here from West Ham to really talk about, I think. Team news. Let's go to team news. Team news, and see if there's any updates here. Academy, Women's Academy. Yeah, there ain't nothing. First team, Yarmolenko. That was a couple days ago. And let's load this to see Southgate Lords Rice's leadership qualities. First team, Shusek. Yeah. Nothing on Kufal right now. Nothing on Kufal. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the West Ham game. And we're going to move on. We got a lot of games to touch on, you know. We got a lot more games to touch on. We got a City game, the Liverpool game, Tottenham, Arsenal. Let's move on to the game between Newcastle and Tottenham Hotspur. Let's talk about that one. And then we have Liverpool, we have City to touch on as well. So what's the poll saying right now? We have 16 votes. West Ham United 44%, 38% says Everton, and 19% says a draw. Thank you very much for voting in the poll. I do appreciate that 100%. So let us move on. So we're going to talk about Newcastle versus Spurs. Big game for the Newcastle fans. The first game after the takeover. Could they start things off with a win? You guys are going to hear what I have to say about this one. Let's go with the stats right there first and foremost. And let's get into proceedings here on these two teams. Newcastle, the big boys in the league now. What? Richest club in world football, right, guys? Is that it? Richest club? But they have to win games. They got to win. Last time around, a 2-1 loss to Wolves. And for Newcastle, not a good start to the season, where the Newcastle fans want the head of Steve Bruce. They want his head on the chopping block. As for Tottenham Hotspur, though, picked up a win in their last game, 2-1 against Aston Villa. What happened the last time these two teams met? Newcastle versus Spurs. Last season, 2 games ended in a draw, and last team to pick up a win was Spurs with a 3-1 win against Newcastle at St. James's Park. And Newcastle did pick up a win in 2019 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium with a 1-0 win on the road. And the last win before that one, go back to 2016, and when they did the double that season over Tottenham Hotspur with a 5-1 win and a 2-1 win. But Tottenham, they have been very successful. 5 wins across the last 10 games, 2 draws, and only 3 losses against the Geordies here. So big news in terms of the takeover. And I did touch on the takeover already. And I'm pretty sure by now you guys know all the details of the takeover and everything. But if you haven't, I could actually talk about the takeover again. But we will do that when we get to the news section and visit the club website and all that good stuff. So in terms of all-time Premier League games, 52 matches, 22 wins for Newcastle, 22 wins for Spurs, and 8 draws. So this game could be a potential separator, with both teams scoring 78 goals apiece. So the record is drawn. It's definitely drawn. And this could be a great time for Newcastle to actually get the better of Spurs. Nuno in charge of Spurs, a stop-start to his season. Started well, but started losing, back to winning ways. As for Steve Bruce and Newcastle United, boy. Not much to really talk about in terms of success. No wins, 3 draws, and 4 L's. They are 19th. This could either be a great story. Newcastle taken over by Saudi Arabia. Mike Ashley no longer in charge when they were 19th. Newcastle United go on to claim Champions League football. Ooh, with some big signings coming in January. Or it could be Newcastle United relegated after the takeover and have to, fight hard to come back up from the championship. That could also be a situation. There's also a big talk around Harry Kane not scoring this season as well. So he have been scoring in the other, competitions and things like that. But in terms of the Premier League, man, the cupboard is quite dry. It is quite dry. 6 games, no goals, no assists. Last season, Harry Kane was destroying it in the Premier League, with picking up the most goals last season and most assists as well. Did you know 5 of Harry Kane's 6 Premier League goals for Tottenham against Newcastle United came at St. James's Park? He's only scored more away goals against Leicester City with 8 and Everton 7 in the competition than he has against the Magpies. Newcastle's Alain Saint-Maximin has carried the ball further than any other player in the Premier League this season, 1,950 meters, while the Frenchman has also created the most chances following a ball carry than any other player with 11. Spurs have lost just 9 of their last 18 Premier League matches against sides starting the day in the relegation zone, winning 13 and drawing 4. Although that defeat did come against Newcastle 1-0 back in August of 2019. Newcastle fought back late on to draw both matches against Spurs last season, scoring equalizers in the 90th and 85th minute in the 2 matches. Andre Mariner will be in charge of the game. So, look, what we got here. What are you guys saying in the chat before I let you guys know my prediction? So, big up Ryan. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Congrats on the win for Jamaica. I have a video dropping on the CONCACAF matches after I'm done here. So, yeah, Raz. Bergwijn out indefinitely. Emerson, international duty for Brazil. Romero, international duty for Argentina. Sanchez, international duty for Colombia. Dougherty, a knock. Davies, abdominal. Lo Celso, international duty. So Spurs are very depleted here. They're very, very depleted. Very depleted. Could they pull it off? Could they pull it off? We have Nader Abdel Noor is saying 2-0 win for Newcastle. Newcastle not as depleted as Spurs in terms of their, international players. I think maybe they have about 1 player that went on international duty down in South America. Let's just check the squad. I could remember this player I'm trying to talk about. Federico Fernandez was not called up for Argentina. Yeah, that guy I was thinking about no longer is at the club. It was a no, I wasn't. It was a wrong player. It was a West Ham player I was actually thinking about that plays for Paraguay. But Miguel Almiron plays for Paraguay. He will be out. That's definitely will be a big miss. Joel Linton does not play for Brazil, so yeah. But for Spurs though, they will be depleted. Definitely depleted. But if you look at the squad is very deep. And I think they'll have necessary replacements for those players who are out injured or on international duty as well. So, look, not to be too long-winded here, my prediction, Newcastle versus Tottenham Hotspur. Believe it or not, guys, believe it or not, look, I'm going to have to go for Tottenham here. Newcastle, they're just going through a slump. Callum Wilson, listen, it's a big, big, big miss. It's a big, 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 big miss. Big, big miss, man, for Newcastle United. Big miss. So, let me see if Raz, do you have any update? Okay, Raz has Wilson, Ty, Willock, Almiron, Lascelles been out, and Dummett. But look, Wilson not being in the team is a bigger miss in my opinion than even a Lascelles and a Dummett. Willock, we know, was the talisman last season. They brought him in from Arsenal. And Miguel Almiron, I think, may feature in this game if he's back in time. So, yeah. But what else are you guys saying in the chat right here? Big up to Ankit. Ryan saying, thank you for making me the man on YouTube. You're doing a great job, Ryan. You're doing a great job. I did see you had about 500 people in your stream last night when Jamaica won the game against Honduras there. So, yeah, congratulations, man. Congratulations on the success. Congrats. Big up to Dane Richards in the house. Almiron, a big miss, says Ankit. And let me just, guys, remember, for the South American players, right? For the South American players, you have to remember that if the game is being played on Sunday, right? If the game is being played on Sunday, the players could actually return if they're vaccinated. They could even return for the games on Saturday if they're able to, come back and train in time. And this Newcastle game is on Sunday, so I think Almiron may be available once he's vaccinated. Because he's coming from a red list. Once he's negative for COVID-19 and vaccinated, he can play the game. But if he's not vaccinated, he'll have to go into to quarantine as per usual. So my prediction for the game, guys, I'm going for Spurs to win it. Surprisingly, I'm going for Spurs to win it. 2-1. I still think they have the firepower. Maybe not Harry Kane these days, but Son has been playing well. Lucas Moura has been playing well. And, Highbeer has been doing well for Denmark. And I just have a sneaky feeling that Tottenham are going to get the job done. Just have a feeling they're going to get the job done. They do have backup in terms of Brian Hill. Let's take a look at the Tottenham squad if you guys have doubts. Hugo Lloris would be there, high off the Europe, Nations League win with Spain. Reguilon should be left back as well. They have the likes of Eric Dyer and Japhet Tanganga could play right back if he's done facing his ban. So they do have backup players. They do have the depth, even though they'll be missing. They'll be missing key players. You have Ndombele has been playing some good football. Oliver Skip has been involved. So they do have the guys in the team, man. They have the guys in the team. They got the guys in the team, and I think they're going to do the job. Unless we have something spectacular here by Alain Saint-Maximin, buoyed by the whole takeover and everything. You never know. That's the thing about the Premier League. You never, ever know what you're going to get. And I think we're going to get a Spurs win here. Definitely think we're going to get a Spurs win. I didn't actually put up a poll for this one. Let me put up a poll for this one right about now. Newcastle. It's going to be, look, if they do lose the first game after the takeover at home, it will be kind of, hard to deal with. But still, I think brighter days are ahead for Newcastle United. Or they may want to hope that brighter days are ahead. Usually, whenever you have money involved, success usually follows if you use the money properly. That's the key here. Don't go on a spending spree and play FIFA career mode with the money and buy all sorts of players. Just buy smartly. You see what I'm saying? Buy smartly. Don't go for all these washed up players. Philip Coutinho and all these guys. Don't go signing up all these players who's not doing well for their clubs and things like that. Sign proper players, man. Do what Man City did to actually come up and start winning titles. So the poll is live. Vote in the poll. Do appreciate everybody in here right now. We have hit 50 thumbs up. Do appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let's go. As you can see, the Spurs squad is very, very deep. Way deeper than the Newcastle team, who are probably most likely still without John Joe Shelby and a few other key players as well. I think if I don't want to guess, but I think wasn't Isaac Hayden kind of injured the last? I don't even remember what happened. International break syndrome, if you ask me. But yeah, Isaac Hayden did start the last game. He did start the last game. But anyways, let us go to the website and see if we have any updates to talk about Newcastle United, and we could touch on the takeover as well. So Newcastle United, let me just get to the club and takeover time. Young Magpies through to the okay, that's not relevant. Hendrick, Shaw, Frazier, and Kraft in international action. Let me see. Wilson and Lascelles back in training as Amanda Stavely and Medrad Gudausi visit training center. So Callum Wilson could feature in this game. Callum Wilson could feature, and that could be, a catalyst for them picking up a win in their first home game after the big takeover. Ladies from St. James's Park. Spurs at St. James's Park is a sellout, but Chelsea tickets on sale. But look, it's a sellout. The fans are happy again. They're buoyed by the takeover. Morale is up, and you never know what could happen, man. Confidence is something, man. Confidence could give you superpowers. Just want to put it out there. So let me see if we actually get the official statement here on the takeover. So we touch on the takeover really briefly. I don't want to really ride the takeover bandwagon here. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm about right now. I don't want to do that. I just want to talk about it briefly and then we move on. So Almiron and Paraguay suffer defeat in Chile. International roundup. United duo playing full 9 in big victories. Jeff Hendrick there as well. You can see featured there. Let me see. Tickets for Tottenham sold out. A lot of news over the international break. Almiron in action against Argentina. All right. This is the news. This is the news, man. PIF, PCP, Capital Partners, and RB Sports and Media acquire Newcastle United Football Club. An investment group led by the Public Investment Fund, PIF, of Saudi Arabia, and also comprising PCP Capital Partners and RB Sports and Media, the investment group, has completed acquisition of 100% of Newcastle United Limited and Newcastle United Football Club Limited, Newcastle United or the club, from St. James Holdings Limited. And this print is very fine, and I'm not gonna read all of this. You guys get the gist. It's been taken over, and let's wish Newcastle all the best going forward. Let me see if a lot of you guys are gonna actually have the same energy towards Newcastle as you've had towards Manchester City. You hypocrites. Just want to put it out there, because you guys are a bunch of hypocrites. You hate on City, calling them an oil club. Let's see if you're going to call Newcastle United an oil club too. Don't ride the bandwagon. Do not ride the bandwagon, because you guys will be hypocrites. I'm going to call you out. Vote in the blood clean poll. You guys can tell I'm getting hype. I got to go get some brunch because I haven't eaten it yet. If you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. Big up to the boy Thriller from Manila. Thanks for coming through. There. Appreciate it. Raz, 50% chance of playing for Newcastle United. Emmanuel, I think Newcastle are going to perform their transfer smartly as they are going to sign one of the best sporting directors from Lille in Campos. Thank you very much for that information there. Along with some experienced players who are out of contract next year. Newcastle may target Chelsea youngsters on loan like Gallagher, in my opinion. Steve Bruce to get sacked in the next international break, you reckon, or does he deserve one window? Well, I think they're going to sack Steve Bruce. I think they're going to sack him. I think they're definitely going to sack him. Big up to Cairo Weller in the house. Big up to Dane Richards again. Mary Dorado. Everybody in here right now, man. You guys are late. You guys are really late to the live stream, man. See what I'm saying? Very, very, very late to the live. You feel me? I've always liked Newcastle United since Santiago Munoz from LA. You guys are late, but it's all good. Better late than never. We are 2 hours into the stream. I did not plan on doing this stream for more than 2 hours today, but you guys know how I get, man. You know how I get into the nitty-gritty of things, and yeah, it's just me. I can't help it. You see what I'm saying? I'm a nitty-gritty type guy. So when you mention nitty-gritty type guy, right? Get into the nitty-gritty below the waist by using the Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped. Head on over to the website. Use the coupon code Dominic Rich. to get yourself 20% off your orders. Treat yourself. Get your confidence from 40% to 50%, all the way up to 100 and beyond with Manscaped. Trust me, your balls would thank you. Guys, it makes for a great Christmas gift. You know, Christmas is just around the corner, and if you have a dad still alive, brother, cousin, friend, or even a lover, treat them. Manscaped. There's also feminine products on the website as well. A lot of accessories to go with the shavers as well. I actually just used one of the accessories before I started the stream, right? Let me just reach down here and let you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Let me let you know what I'm talking about. All right, so before I started the stream, I took a shower, right? I was in the bathroom. Too much info, right? But let me get big on the screen here. I took a shower, and after I was finished with the shower, I used the crop preserver. If you check the top here, you could see a little bit of the lotion right there. If you think I'm not lying, you can see. You see, I used it. I used it. Okay, and what this helps you with is, for example, like how I'm sitting here and I'll be here for about 2.5 hours or more. The crop preserver is for men from all walks of life, for athletes to stay fresh and counter chafing while running, biking, or weightlifting, for gamers to extend their play without getting swamp crotch, and for professionals to make sitting in endless meetings not only tolerable but comfortable. And I have to tell you guys, usually when I'm sitting here, it's hot. I have all these lights on. I have a laptop here, a big ass computer and a monitor here. I got a TV there. I got a PlayStation down here, and it's all just heat. You see what I'm saying? And usually when I'm done, swamp crotch. I'ma let you know if that's the case today, because I want to really test out this crop preserver. But so far, so good. All right, so guys, all the links will be in the description box down below. Do appreciate the support. All right, so let's get back to proceedings here. We were talking about Newcastle versus Tottenham Hotspur, and we got to head on over to the Tottenham Hotspur website to see what they're getting on with over there really quick, really briefly. We're not going to be long over there at all. So Eric Dyer on fitness, form, and fundamentals. The latest special interview from Sergio Reguilon and Brian Hill, two young Spaniards in Spain's setup, and also in Tottenham Hotspur's setups. New in the 2021-22 European training wear collection. And when you talk about European training, you're talking about Conference League training. Conference League. Okay? That's what they're talking about. Not the Champions League, or not the Europa League, but the Conference League. Travel information for fans attending the NFL London games on Sunday. And talking about the NFL games, guys, have you ever seen the transformation from the pitch? Have you seen the transformation from the football pitch to the football pitch? You get it? From the football pitch to the American football pitch. Let me know. Let me know, man. Let me know. Thriller, I bought the crop preserver and the crop cleanser as well, Dom. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Thriller said, haha. Nice segue into the sponsor. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Have you guys ever seen that? There's a video of I wonder if I could find it right now. I shouldn't. Kyrie Weller, peace out, bro. I shouldn't get into it. I shouldn't do that because I'll get too deep into things. Way too deep. You see what I mean? And I tend to do that a lot. So I don't want to do that. Still have a lot of games to talk about. So that is it. We're going to move on. I'm tempted right now to get long-winded, and I'm not going to do that to myself. So the next game that we're going to talk about is Thriller's favorite game this weekend. The match between the Gunners and Crystal Palace. Where's that game at? Why am I not seeing that game right here? So Arsenal, Crystal Palace. Sunday. Monday, okay. Monday game, god damn. So this won't be a part of the review. Who knows? I might actually, no, I don't know. Let me not say that. Let me not put things out there that I can't actually follow up on. So, big game here. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace in a London derby. And look, Arsenal a 0-0 draw in their last game against Brighton and Hove Albion. And Crystal Palace also picking up a draw in their last game. Give me 1 second really quick there. Did I put up a poll there? Tottenham are leading the poll. We got 35 votes. Newcastle with 29% and a draw 14% there. So appreciate everybody who have voted in the poll. You guys are indeed the real deal. Love you, man. Love you. Much love and respect. So just to get back to proceedings, Crystal Palace 2, Leicester 2 in their last game. Arsenal 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 0. So in this London derby, you know, both teams would want to pick up 3 points. Preferably 3 points here and not 1 point apiece. What happened the last time these two teams met last season affair? Arsenal with the 3-1 win on the road and the 0-0 draw at home. Arsenal have only lost twice to Crystal Palace across the last 10 games, but there's been 4 draws and 4 wins for Arsenal. Not a bad record at all. Not a bad record. This would be the first ever meeting between former Arsenal players Mikel Arteta and Patrick Vieira. Arteta against Crystal Palace, 3 matches, 1 win, 2 draws. Arteta are unbeaten against Crystal Palace here. Not a bad start by Patrick Vieira. 7 games, 7 points. And for Arteta, who won Manager of the Month for September, have turned around the fortunes at Arsenal Football Club with 3 wins and a draw in his last 4 games. They are 11th in the table. They have picked up 10 points. So when people are talking about Arsenal being relegated this season, nothing like that ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal are a big club. Right? Right, Thriller? Right? Did you know? Arsenal have won their last 7 Premier League home matches played on a Monday, scoring 15 goals and conceding just twice. Crystal Palace manager Patrick Vieira will be the 4th person to play for Arsenal in the Premier League and then manage against them in the competition after David O'Leary, Tony Adams, and Remy Gardé. Palace are unbeaten in their last 3 Premier League matches at Arsenal, winning 1 and drawing 2. The Eagles had only avoided defeat in 3 of their previous 16 visits to Highbury or Emirates Stadium in the league competition, winning 1, losing 13 and drawing 2. So their current form is actually really good. Really damn good. Coming into this weekend's fixture, well, it's not actually the weekend, you know what I mean? It's next week. No side have conceded more first half goals in the Premier League than Arsenal's 6. However, no team have scored fewer first half goals than Crystal Palace's 1. So this is a big game. Patrick Vieira coming up against his old team. Mikel Arteta, could he continue his form that he picked up in September here? For Arsenal, it's imperative that he does so. Aubameyang has been in fine goal scoring form, fine form going forward recently for Arsenal and for the Gabon international team. So that's a bright spot there. In terms of players missing, what's my boy Raz saying right now in the chat? Eze out indefinitely. Only tag I see right now. And what else we have here, Raz? Xhaka out indefinitely with an injury. Martinelli knock. Partey international duty, but Partey should be back. That's next Monday. He should be back. And Thomas Partey has been doing the damn thing for Ghana, though. Saka, knock. I think Saka would be all right. So not much to really talk about in terms of absences. Big up to Jamal Warren in the house. How are you doing? Pacharo Dam. When are you doing CONCACAF games from yesterday? It's been done already, Pacharo. And if you actually want to look at those games, if you are Pacharo, bro, if you want to watch that game, if you want to watch that video, let me tell you, let me just give you some information. If you want to watch that video and you don't want to be in a live stream right about now, Pacharo, I'm going to do you a favor, right? I'm going to actually put the whole thing into the playlist for the CONCACAF project. So head on over and check the CONCACAF project on the YouTube homepage, and it's going to be there waiting for you, all right? I haven't even done a thumbnail for it yet. It's about 50 minutes long, so go on over and enjoy that if that's what you're more interested in, okay? So, Thriller said, I see nervy and narrow W for us. 2-1 to the Gunners. Bro, we've in the process for almost 10 years. Tommy as well has been playing very... Yeah, Tomiyasu, man. Big up to the boy Tomiyasu. Takehiro Tomiyasu has been very well. I'm a patient supporter, though. I don't switch to PSG all of a sudden. Yeah, great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. So, with that being said, yeah, Pacharo, go check out that video if that's what you're interested in. I do appreciate continued support, however, Pacharo. But if there's guys who prefer the international stuff over the club stuff, be my guest and go take a look at that one. So, in terms of the all-time record here, as you guys could see, 24 matches, 14 wins for Arsenal, 3 for Palace, 7 draws. Home record for Arsenal, Palace with 2 wins, 7 wins for Arsenal, and 3 draws. So, yeah, Palace, they do have a little chance there to pick up a win. They've been playing some decent football, to say the least, under Patrick Vieira. Zaha comes to mind. You know, you have the likes of Michael Olise, the hero in their last game as well. Hudson Edward. You know, Luka Milivojevic has been playing well in the midfield. You have Guaita at the back there. Vicente, the big boy Vicente. His clothes is really big, right? You ever notice Vicente's kit is always like big? So let's see what happens. As for Arsenal, though, the youthful trio of Odegaard, Saka, and Emil Smith-Rowe has been on absolute fire. Expect Lokonga and most likely Thomas Partey to pivot, and Aubameyang up top. Arsenal are looking good. Tomiyasu at right back, Tierney at left back, with Gabriel and Ben White in the middle, at the back there in the center, and with the boy who has a new lease on life, the boy Aaron Ramsdale, the relegation king. No, can't be laughed at anymore. He has been doing really well at Arsenal so far, so he's now their new number 1 goalkeeper. So big up to the boy Aaron Ramsdale, man. I feel bad for Bernd Leno, though. But, you know, Bernd, just keep your head on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had your time, and you didn't take it. You see what I'm saying? You didn't take it. So, with that being said, guys, what's my prediction for this game? I'm going for Arsenal to win the derby, 2-1. 2-1. Crystal Palace are a bit inconsistent and unpredictable, in my opinion. I think they'll be lucky if they get away with a draw here, but the determination that I see from this Arsenal team, I think they'll be unrelentless in their approach, and they'll go on to pick up another win and continue their march towards the higher end of the table, while Crystal Palace would remain somewhere, you know, mid-table-ish. What are you guys saying there in the chat? Let me see. Let me actually I actually did not put up a poll for this one. Let me get a poll going for this one really quick and have you guys interactive in the stream. Got 62 likes, guys. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. It's almost 12 p.m. local time, and as I mentioned, I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. I've had a chewy bar, a chocolate granola bar there earlier, and it has held me. It has really held me down. You see what I'm saying? Are you going to hold me down like that, chewy bar? I hope so. I hope so. So, Crystal Palace, Arsenal, the poll will be live pretty soon. So, yeah. So, what you call it? The abbreviations for the clubs. Ass cry. Oh man, that's nasty, right? Very, very nasty. Can an ass cry? Maybe. Anyways, chocolate tears. Ask your community. Let's go. Big up to Zachary though. Turn your seahorse tattoo into a bona fide Newcastle crest. All right, the stream is the poll is live. Vote. I think one vote, and Thriller have already voted for Arsenal there, and somebody voted for Crystal Palace. We have 7 votes. We have liftoff in terms of the poll. Make sure you vote in the poll. So, Doug, with the update, Ferran Torres has returned to Manchester City with a fractured foot. Damn. I'm trying imminent fasting, Dom. I fast for 20 hours every day. I only have a 4-hour eating window. Wow, I need to try that. I need to lose some weight. But, Doug, appreciate the insight, though. I wasn't even aware of that. And I've been really checking the news and things like that, and didn't actually run into anything in terms of Ferran Torres and his injury. We would have known, because I've talked about the Nations League. This is a new update. This is a new update. You see what I'm saying? Man City and Ferran Torres land. Florentino Perez blow as Ferran Torres. Yeah, this has been an update though. This has definitely been. Yeah, this has. Guys, let me know if this is a update that happened across the last 24 hours. Because if it happened across the last 24 hours, yeah, definitely, I understandably missed it. All right, so the article reads, Ferran Torres suffered an injury to his right foot whilst on international duty. All right, yeah, we'll get to that when we talk about City, though. But we're still talking about the Gunners, Arsenal. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Arsenal here. I've just been impressed with their gameplay coming in from September, early October, and they've looked good. They've definitely looked good. So, Leg and Sweet, you see that 2 hours ago, so it's good. It's you know, I have a good excuse because I've been definitely up to date with what's going on across the sport of football, though. Where if I had more time, I haven't had the time, but I want to do a stream where I do an update on all the leagues. I think I might actually do that next Monday. Where I look back at the La Liga and I look back at the Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League, and do some predictions. Maybe I'll do that. No promises, though. No promises. So, Arsenal need a great left-sided winger, something like Mane type player. Maybe. Let's see. So, guys, if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. Let's get the stream up to 75 thumbs up. We've been streaming for 2 hours, 22 minutes, and it doesn't feel like it at all. Doesn't feel like it. But that'll be it in terms of this game. Let's just head on over to the Arsenal website and see if there's any updates. Emil's getting better because he has hunger. And who else has hunger? Me. Definitely hungry. If you tell Xhaka 3 months, he's thinking 2. Arteta on Team News, Smith Rowe and Palace. Let's go. Team News. Let me see if I could find anything here on if Thomas Partey will be ready. Well, let's see. We haven't had any players here yet. Some of them because they're still traveling and they've not been assessed by the medical staff. But hopefully, he finished both games really well. He played well and scored a couple of goals like many other players did an international break. And hopefully everybody is in the right condition on Monday to help us win the game. I think they'll have their players available. I really think they'll have their players available. On Jack Wilshere and whether we have a plan for him. He's around the place and we're trying to help him to get fit. He's in training sometimes with us and the academy. He's around the place and it's been great to have him around. That will continue to be the case. Jack Wilshere is actually around training to actually help him to get his training badges. I think Jack Wilshere is thinking about retiring early from football and going into training, going into management, where, who knows, you may see Jack Wilshere as one of the great English managers in the future. So just keep that one in mind. All right, let's move over to Crystal Palace. and see what they all about in terms of any updates. Just chill, watch Izzy and the young Philly experience highs and lows of Palace versus Brighton. Okay. All right. YouTube type things. Yeah. Okay. Nothing really to talk about here. Nothing. We're going to move on. That's it. That is it. Let me make a double check and see what games I have left. I talked about Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Tottenham, Everton, West Ham, Brentford, Chelsea. I even skipped 2 pages in my book. Made a mistake there. And talked about Leicester, Man United, Aston Villa, Wolves. Talked about Norwich, Brighton. Also talked about Southampton, Leeds. And the only 2 games left are the games between Watford, Liverpool, and Man City versus Burnley. So without further ado, let's get into those matches right about now. But look, before we do, in terms of Crystal Palace, their next game will be against Newcastle United. And in terms of the Gunners, Arsenal, they will play Aston Villa. So good luck to both teams going forward. Let's talk. 2 more games to go through. Almost done with today's live stream. But before I do, what are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. We have Thriller. I guess that's pretty good. He'll be back 100% by Christmas. Ferran will be out for a month to 6 weeks as Arnav Gupta. It's quite unfortunate, man. He was such in good form, destroying Italy there. And I was hoping to see what he does for City. But it could be a blessing in disguise as well that, you know, who knows? Who knows? Second half of the season. You see what I mean? But once again, big up to everybody in here supporting the stream. We got 25 votes. 56%, 58% saying Arsenal would win. Crystal Palace 27, 15% say a draw. And we're going to move on. And let's talk about the game between Watford and Liverpool. Let's go. Watford versus Liverpool. Let me take a sip of my water. I have a whole bottle of water, guys, and I haven't even touched half of it. That is not good. I should drink more water. Man. I'm impressed with what I've done over the last 2 hours and 22 minutes. I can't believe the time flies so fast. Coming back from the international break, jumping into the Premier League matches, it ain't easy, man. Definitely ain't easy. Definitely ain't easy. So, let's talk about this game. Watford, Liverpool. What I can tell you, I think the last time Watford played Liverpool, they actually smashed Liverpool, you know. And for the sake of the Liverpool fans, they would be hoping that that doesn't happen again. That's the first game this weekend too. Oh, we could have something big to talk about come Saturday. So I will be making a video on this game after I get off of work on Saturday. And there's also a game, Man City, Burnley is on Saturday. So I'll try to get in 2 short 10-minute videos in between the time I get off of work and between the time that I actually, you know, drop my wife to work. If we have something crazy on Saturday, I might go live. I might just go live. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do? Who knows? But 14 matches in terms of the head-to-head. 10 wins for Liverpool, 1 draw, and 3 wins for Watford. For Liverpool, the last time they played, it was a 2-2 draw against Manchester City. That was a thrilling game. And Liverpool, of course, are second in the league table. Watford, 15th in the league table, 7 points. Lost to Leeds, 1-0, and sat their manager, Xisco Munoz. Watford 3, Liverpool 0 the last time they met. And previously, they beat Liverpool back in 2015, 3-0 as well. Both wins coming at home. Guess where this game is being played? Vicarage Road. Liverpool will be wary of playing Watford at Vicarage Road. And this could be a resurgent Watford team, new manager and all. And the last positive result they picked up was at, the last 3 positive results they picked up was at Vicarage Road, a 3-3 draw, 2 3-0 wins. They have played well at home, a 1-0 loss back in 2017, 3-0 loss, and they've done well. At home, they fare better against the Reds. But there have been some big wins for Liverpool in between. A 6-1 win at home for Liverpool back in 2016. A 5-0 win at home in 2018. Another 5-0 win at home back in 2019 as the Reds continued to dominate Watford. So, look, all-time Premier League results, as I said, 3 wins for Watford, 10 wins for Liverpool. 1 game have ended in a draw. Watford sat their manager, Claudio Ranieri, coming in. Could he actually have a really good honeymoon period where he goes unbeaten in about 5 games? That usually happens, but sometimes it doesn't happen. For Liverpool, Alisson and Fabinho is set to miss this game because of international duty. The game's being played in Brazil. I think that game is being played. Whatever, Brazil is on international duty, and the game will be tonight. So let's say they are vaccinated and they travel to England tomorrow. They can join up with the Liverpool team, and I don't know if they'll be able to train, but it's early in the day. So I don't know. Maybe these guys would miss. So Liverpool would have to bring in either Adrian, or Quiveen Kelleher in goal. And Fabinho's miss would be a huge miss for Liverpool as well because he's been good. I think for Watford, Sierralta could miss the game too. And I think Josh King is suffering from some injury problem as well, if I'm not mistaken. So I could be wrong about the Josh King thing though. So Liverpool versus Watford on the road here. Let me see what you guys are actually saying in the chat to see if my boy Raz is still in here. Elliot out indefinitely. Alisson international duty. Trent with a groin injury. Thiago calf injury. Fabinho international duty. And Jota with a muscle injury. I think Trent and Jota could feature in this game, if I'm not mistaken. I think they could feature, though. I think they could. But let's get into the did you know section here. Did you know that the new Watford head coach Claudio Ranieri has won 4 of his 5 Premier League home matches against Liverpool, losing the other. Of all the managers who have faced the Reds at least 5 times at home, the Italian has the highest home win rate against them in the Premier League history, 80%. This is the first Premier League meet in between Watford and Liverpool since February 2020 when the Hornets won the game 3-0 to end the Reds' club record 44-match unbeaten league run and their joint Premier League record of 18-match winning streak. Sadio Mane has 99 Premier League goals, as well as potentially becoming just the 3rd African player to reach 100 in the competition after Didier Drogba and Mohamed Salah. Mane could be just the 3rd player to score 100 Premier League goals without any of them being penalties, because he's horrible at penalties, by the way. He does take a few for Senegal too. After Les Ferdinand with 149 and Emil Heskey with 110. Crazy stat, right? Salah has scored in each of his last 7 appearances in all competition for Liverpool. He's never scored in 8 consecutive matches in his career within the Big 5 European leagues. John Moss would be the ref for this game. Look, what's my prediction for this one? What's my prediction for this game, though? This is a tricky one, Ranieri in charge, good record against Liverpool at home. Liverpool will be missing some key players in terms of Alisson, Fabinho, Elliott injured, and a few players coming in with doubts. Trent, Jota as well comes to mind here. Maybe Naby Keita, injured from those losses against Morocco. Yeah. Oh man, he say, oh man, Klopp, I can't play. I'm still hurt. Still hurt after getting knocked out of World Cup qualifiers there though. So Liverpool still unbeaten in this league. Is this the game where Liverpool pick up their first loss of the season? It's hard. It is hard to predict Liverpool to lose when you have Salah, Mane playing such great football. Firmino not involved in Brazil's international team there, so I think Firmino will be involved from the start. You have the likes of Curtis Jones, you have Jordan Henderson, and Milner could always fill in the midfield along with Naby Keita. Robertson, left back. Whether Joe Gomez is going to play right back. Van Dijk, Matip at centre back. Quivine Kelleher, most likely in goal. It's going to be tough to beat Liverpool, though. But I'm going for a scrappy 2-1 win for the Reds. Scrappy 2-1 win for Liverpool. Watford, they do have attacking threats in Ismail Assar, Emmanuel Dennis as well comes to mind. Juraj Kushka, the man who came in from on loan from as a free agent, I think, on loan from Parma, the Italian league. He's been playing well. But Watford, I don't know, man. Seriously. I don't know. I don't know what's the whole aim here by sacking your managers. Even though they have somewhat, you know what I mean, like, for example, when they struggled in the Premier League and they sacked the managers, they did come right back up. It could be, I don't know, man. I don't know how to even look at this. Because sometimes it could work by sacking the manager early. And I don't think they're in a big crisis right now. And it may have been like a foresight to say, all right, let's sack this guy before we really get into a crisis and bring in someone more experienced with a Premier League trophy and all in Ranieri. But I don't know, man. I'm going for Liverpool to win this one, 2-1. You know. What are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Big up to everybody in here. Let me put up a poll for this game. Let me put up a poll. But I'm going for Liverpool to win the game. They're playing too well. After what they did against Man City, I don't think they're going to lose to Watford. Seriously. I don't think so. So, Watford versus Liverpool. Let me see what you guys are going to vote. Pretty sure most of y'all are going to vote for Watford. Pretty sure. But let's see what the poll says. Let's see what the poll says, man. You know. And draw. All right, the poll is live. I did put about 3 O's into Liverpool's name there. Is that an indication of how many goals they're gonna score? Maybe. But vote up in the poll. Let me know what you guys think. We have a draw. Liverpool 89%, 10 votes. No one has voted for Watford as yet. Wow. Resounding win for Liverpool, it seems. So, what are you guys saying in the chat right now? Talk to me, man. Talk to me. But for some more information before I move on, Ranieri has 14 matches against Liverpool, 5 wins, 3 draws, 6 losses. Klopp, 7 matches against Watford, 7 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. And against Ranieri, Klopp has 3 games, 2 wins, and a loss. Ranieri with the opposite record here. So let's see who's going to be the better Senegalese player in the game, whether it's going to be Ismail Assar or Sadio Mane. Which African player is going to shine the brightest? Is it going to be Mo Salah? Or is it going to be Salah or Mane? Who knows? Let's see. But I think Liverpool are going to win the game, though. 15 votes. We have Liverpool with 87%, draw 7%, and 7% of the people thinks that Watford are actually gonna win the game. What is the chat saying? Raz, Kabasele, Sierralta, a table out indefinitely. Yeah, I know there was something up with Sierralta. He would have been out, I think, even going out on international duty. But a table's injury I know about. I think Kabasele featured in the last game too, you know. So, yeah. So, Thriller is saying, I'm on a 20-day streak, down 14 pounds, bro. Thriller, when are the day? What hours do you eat? What hours the current, diet that you're on? What hours do you actually eat? Which 4-hour window do you actually eat in? Or is it alternating different days? Let me know. I would like to jump on a diet like that. I need to lose some weight, man. See what I'm saying? I need to get slick. Bit too fat these days. Now I'm not fat, but still. Watford stopped the unbeaten streak. Who remembers that one? Yeah, we all did. Wiafe Kwaku. 3-0 to Liverpool. Revenge time. 4. Liverpool 4. Raz 2-0 to Liverpool. Draw, says Ajal. I could see Watford to cause an upset here. Revenge time. Thank you very much. Yeah, he did off the bench. And with unknown return date right now. Thank you very much for that one. Guys, we need 6 more thumbs up to get to 75. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button for the stream. We'll definitely appreciate that, man. So, look, let's head on over to the Watford website and see what they're saying over there. I think I've covered pretty much all bases. This is a big game, but it's not so much a big game. You get what I'm saying? It's only big because Liverpool are playing in it, and, you know, you got to monitor what Liverpool are doing in terms of their progress in the league. So, yeah, that's just about it. But the way Watford are playing right now, they should actually handle Watford. So, team news. Joshua King has returned to training today after suffering a minor knee ligament problem at Leeds United 10 days ago. So, the international break has been, you know, somewhat of a help in terms of teams getting their players fit once again. So, people be talking about, the international break this, the international break that. You need a break sometimes. Francisco Sierralta is progressing well from the hamstring injury he sustained in the second half of the Ellen Road, and is hope he will return to light training next week. Christian Kabasele is also injured with hamstring late on in the defeat against Wales and is the first phase of his rehabilitation right now. Recent arrivals, Nicholas Nkulu. Yes, that's one thing I have to actually note here. Nicholas Nkulu was signed a free agent. He was a free agent. I think he's a former Lyon man. And he's been around. He's a Cameroonian international, if I'm not mistaken. He won't be available for selection against the Reds with head coach Ranieri intimating in his press conference that the Cameroonian is about 3 weeks away from full fitness. Meanwhile, Peter Etebo has had surgery on the tear in his quad and has now returned to the club's training base at London Colney to begin his rehab with the medical team. Quite unfortunate for Etebo, who would actually go on to miss the African Cup of Nations for Nigeria as well. So that's all the news I want to actually hear about in terms of Watford. For Liverpool, though, Mo Salah wins Standard Chartered Men's Player of the Month for September. Of course he's going to win it. God damn, what a goal the man scored. Jesus Christ, people are saying that Mo Salah is the best player in the world right now as we speak. So, look, the poll is voting for Liverpool. 80% say Liverpool are going to actually win the game. All right? So, question right about now. I have a question for you, and I'm going to put it up in a poll right now for everybody in here to vote. Okay? And the question in the poll is going to be, is Mo Salah the best player in the world right now? Let me let the community speak, okay? Is Mo Salah the best in the world right now? Like, is he on top of the charts, you know? You know, like how you have the music charts. Let's have a football charts. You know what I'm saying? Is Mo Salah the best in the world right now? Yes or no? All right? That's it. Simple question. Let me know. Let me know. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Is he the best in the world right about now? Let's see what's going on in terms of Liverpool and news. Any news on Liverpool right about now? Any news? All right. This website is a bit weird. And that's not an insult to Liverpool or anything, though. So, you know, some people like to be like, oh, look at Dom insulting Liverpool. Oh, my God, I can't stand Dom. Stop it, Dom. Anyways, what we got? What we got here? Watford, commentary, highlights. Let me see if we have anything else here. Mo Salah name PFA Fans Player of the Month. Curtis Jones on 50 Liverpool appearances. Big up to Curtis Jones. He has been playing well. Can't believe he reached 50 already. Liverpool opened negotiations to sign. What? Liverpool have reportedly started negotiations to sign Barcelona forward Ousmane Dembele on a free transfer next summer. Good luck. This man is injured all the time. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Roger Hunt as well. Big up to the boy Costa Simicas who cried in the loss against Sweden. as Greece were almost eliminated. Greece isn't eliminated yet, though. They're not eliminated yet, but the fact that you have to face Spain with their back against the wall, pretty much eliminated, man. You know what I mean? And they're not going to pass Sweden on top of the table anyway, so yeah. But nothing else to add here, which means we're going to move on to the next game. But before we do, let's just touch on who these teams play next. Watford will play Everton. So 2 Merseyside teams in back-to-back games. And for Liverpool, their next game will be in the Champions League against Atletico de Madrid come this Tuesday, where your boy Dom will be doing a watch-along, a multi-match watch-along for all those Champions League games played on Tuesday between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. Won't be able to do the Man City game because I'll be at work. Sucks. But I'll talk about the Man City game during that stream. So look for that. And then I'll stick around after the watch along to do like a little post-match, analysis of all the games. So we're going to be live on Tuesday and on Wednesday as well. We'll actually, come back again and do a recap of all the Champions League games. But we won't be doing a watch along on Wednesdays because I cannot do a watch along with Liam. Can't happen. Cannot. He just does not behave himself. Just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? The kid is a menace. He's upstairs right now. He's up early too. So, and then the next Premier League game is against Manchester United. That's a huge one. I'm really looking forward to doing the combined 11 for that one. Guys, we need 25 more thumbs up to get to 100. Smash up the thumbs up button. We do appreciate everybody who have liked the video already. So with that being said, guys, we're going to move on to the last game today. A game that I don't plan on spending forever on because, guys, we're playing Burnley. Man City versus Burnley. And this may come back to bite me in the behind by saying we only playing Burnley. But, guys, man, come on, man. We're only playing Burnley, man. We're only playing Burnley. I'm going to keep it real. Last game, Liverpool 2, Man City 2. What a game. That's a thriller. That's one for the ages. Burnley 0, Norwich 0. So both teams coming off of draws in their last games there, though. What I'm going to do really quick, right? I'm going to give you a quick update of what happened the last time Burnley and City have played each other. The last 10 games. We're going to do something fun really quick. And I'm just going to switch the thing over to my transfer marked tab. Man City versus Burnley. Just look at this. Just take a look at that. That one is live right there. Take a look at it. If you can't see, let me break this a little bigger for you. Let me bring this bigger. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Last time we did met Burnley last season, we pulled off the double. Right? We pulled off the double 2-0. 5-0. 3-0. 5-0. 4-1. 1-0. 5-0. 5-0. A 1-1 draw back in 2018. 4-1. All matches. Let's click that part where it says all matches here, right? All matches between Man City and Burnley. 40 games. 4 wins for Burnley. 9 draws. 27 wins for City. Let's see the last time Burnley actually won against Man City. It was in the 2014-15 Premier League season where they won 1-0 at Turf Moor, right? All right, before that, you have to go all the way back to 1974-75. Crazy. And before that, 73-74. And before that, 68-69. And look, it's like this game is... Why are we even talking about this game? I don't mean to come off like that, but for real though. For real. Like Man City just always smash Burnley to bits and pieces. And now that Burnley have actually got Maxwell Cornet, who is a terrorist for Manchester City, he's injured. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, goddamn. Sean Dyche has 1 win against Manchester City, 12 losses, and 2 draws. Against Pep, 13 games, 1 draw, 12 losses. Wow. But Man City could actually be without Gabriel Jesus and be without Edison here, who are on international duty with Brazil. And we have now learned that Ferran Torres will be out for a few weeks with an injury to his leg. So that's the update on the injury. And I'm sure maybe I'm not 100%, but let's see what Raz is saying. Raz, you still in here, bro? What's Raz saying? Please do not mention the name Benjamin Mendy. He's suspended indefinitely. I'm just kidding, but Mendy out, man. Mendy out. Guys, do you believe our boy Mendy is actually getting framed? So Salah, 75% of people think that Salah is the best player in the world right now. 28% now says no, he's not. No, he's not. I'm going to leave that one open for the question in the poll until the end of the stream that is coming up pretty soon. It's almost, I cannot believe I've been streaming for 3 hours though. I cannot believe this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Why do I do this to myself? Jesus Christ. I'm hungry. I gotta eat something. I don't even know what I'm gonna eat yet, but who knows, might go up and make some eggs and some waffles or something, you know what I mean? Maybe I need to stay away from that. Maybe that's what I need to do. Big up to the boy. Michael says, I'll have one screen on the Atletico, Liverpool, and another one on the Ajax, because that match is guaranteed goals. Well, what I'm going to do for the watch along, I'm going to have a game on the TV. I'm going to have a game on the laptop. I'm going to have a game on, well, the TV, my tablet. There might be about 5 games. There's 6 games playing. So I need 6 devices, right? So I have 2 laptops. I'm going to have to crank up the old laptop and move it over there and have it over there. So the 2 laptops would have 2 games. My 2 phones would have 2 games. My tablet would have a game. And that's if I'm allowed to actually stream so many games at the same time. And I'm going to have one on the TV. All games will be available. And the way we're going to be doing the watch along is we're going to be talking about all the games. Oh, there's a goal over there. Oh, there's a goal over here. Oh, there's a goal here, there, and everywhere. And have fun and just have a conversation and just chill. So if there's people watching another game, they could still be a part of the watch along. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah. So big up to Mike, though. Big up to Mike. Go and check out his channel. He does a lot of international football as well as club football. Go show him some love. Ross says Mendy and Torres out indefinitely. Gundogan with a knock. Jesus international duty. Ben me out indefinitely with an illness. Taylor knock. Goodmanson knock. He's always injured. And Vidro with a knock. So, yeah. Tia Jacobs. People voting yes. Salah clearly don't watch other leagues. Benzema is the best player in the world. And it's not even close. Benzema did do the damn thing for France as well. Both players have been playing well. Robert Lewandowski as well have been playing some good football. And who knows what another player over in Malaysia, Indonesia is doing, you know, that we're not hearing about. But the Liverpool fans are very hyped about Salah, though. You know what I'm saying? They're calling him the best in the world. It's just a Liverpool fan thing. They like to use the best in the world tag. You know what I'm saying? They do. You see what I'm saying? They do that. They do that. Fingers crossed for his sake and his career that somehow he wins his case and fully focus on his career and will teach him a lesson. Yeah, man. Benjamin Mendy is doing too many wild things. I'm not saying that I haven't done wild things in my past or whatever. I'm still doing wild things. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Mendy needs to focus, man. Mendy is not focused. Mendy is not focused on football. You see what I'm saying? He's not. And pardon my language, but he's focused on effing them girls. That's what he's focused on doing. You see what I'm saying? Big up to Trevor Weaver. Hope you still feel the same way after I just said that. And Gamer, how are you doing? How are you doing? What else we have here in terms of comments? Yeah. Damn, Burnley is nobody. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Let's just wrap today's stream up. Did you know Man City can be the first team in English football to win 5 straight home matches against one club by 5 goals or more? Oh, man, I didn't even realize that, man. I didn't even realize that. Last 5 home games for Man City, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 5-0. 4-1. God damn. This is carnage. This is carnage. This is carnage. This is indeed carnage, man. We gotta be easy. 3-0, 2-1. We have what? 2-2. Did beat Burnley 6-1 back in 2010. Jesus Christ. 5-1 back in 2001. We've been beating Burnley up for a very long time though. Jeez. Wow. Guys, look. Riyad Mahrez has scored 8 Premier League goals against Burnley, more than he has against any other side in the competition. 7 of those have come in 5 matches with Man City, including a hat-trick in this fixture last season. Burnley's Sean Dyche could become just the second manager to win away against 3 different clubs who were reigning Premier League champions, having led the Clarets to victories against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in 2017-18. Remember that season when Man City got 100 points. And against Liverpool at Anfield last season. Who remember that season when Liverpool came in third? Manchester United's Alex Ferguson beat Blackburn Rovers, Arsenal, and Man City when they were champions. Burnley have lost each of their last 8 league meetings with Man City in all competitions. Well, let me repeat that. Burnley have lost each of their last 8 meetings with Man City in all competition by an aggregate of 30-1. My prediction for this one, I'm going to ease it up on them. I think they're going to get a goal. Edison may not play. Zach Steffen may feature. Or who knows, Scott Carson. Steffen played last night. I don't know if he'll be back in time. Don't even know if he's vaccinated. I think Steffen is vaccinated. He's smart. He comes off like a very smart person. I'm going to go for City to win the game 4-1. 4-1. That's my prediction. I'm not even putting up a poll for that one. And with that being said, big up to my boy Chase Athletics. Peace to the chat. Thanks, Dom, for the content as always. Yeah, guys, if you want to go back and you're late, I'm going to put up timestamps in the description. It'll be chapters as well, chapter markers, so you could watch the stream. You know, you could skip around and everything. This stream is a bit of a strange one, to be honest, because just coming back from the international break and to jump right into this one, yeah, it's pretty weird. It is pretty weird. I got to keep it real, you know, and I'm just happy to get this one done, if I'm being honest with you. I'm happy to rub this one out and keep it moving. You see what I mean? I have an experiment, okay? Since this stream, right, is, you know, brought to you by Manscaped, where you could get 20% off all your personal grooming needs. I want to do an experiment, right? The Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0 does come with a light. You see the LED light right there? And I've said that in case the electricity go and your Manscaped 4.0 lawnmower is fully charged, that you could use it as a light in time of disaster. Let's see if that actually is a true thing, okay? Let's see. Let's turn off the lights and find out, all right? Let's go. It's going to go dark in here. It's going to go dark. Let's see. Let us see. Let us see. Come on, laptop screen, go down as well. Let us see. Let me turn off this monitor as well. Just, you know, just for testing reasons. Let me turn this monitor off and let's see if it lights up the room. Is it good enough to see in the dark? Is it? Are you seeing me right now? Are you seeing my face right now? Let me actually tune into the stream right now to see what's going on. Are you seeing my face right now? Are you seeing me? Yeah? I don't think so. Maybe not good enough for the dark, right? Yeah, I think so. You could... Yeah, I'm actually reading my book right now. You see what I mean? You could see the notes right here. You see that? Yeah, man. Yeah. It's pretty cool stuff, if you ask me. Check out Manscaped to get the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. Yeah. So, pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff. Very good light. Very, very good light. You know it gets really dark down there, you know what I mean? So, also comes with wireless wireless charging, and it's waterproof. Just so you know. So we're back. We're back with the out of the dark into the light. Hope you guys actually enjoy that. Guys, trust me, you could use it. This won't be the best, but it'll be better than nothing. Okay? So what are you guys saying in the chat right about now, man? Before I go, I'm about to get out of here right now on the 3-hour mark. So thoughts on Torres' injury? I think we'll be fine, bro. We'll be fine. Ferran Torres hasn't been featuring in the last couple games for City anyways, so we'll be okay. He'll be a miss, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll definitely be okay. What do you think of Canada last night? The video is coming. The video is coming. As soon as I'm done this live stream, I'm going to update the timestamps for this live stream, and then I'm going to actually put the video out for the CONCACAF region. I'm actually going to put it out in separate matches. That's what I'm going to do. And then later on in the day, I'm going to put out the whole video. I think I'm going to do that because we had some classics. Really had some classics last night. You know what I mean? Just going to put it out there. So, guys, man, appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm about to get on out of here, though. So if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you like the video. Don't forget to check out manscaped.com for all of your personal grooming needs. Remember, guys, don't come in here and be like, oh, why is Dom, showing these products, and why is he all of a sudden, guys, how else are the lights supposed to stay on? You have to support the thing. You see what I'm saying? Support the thing and be a part of the movement. I won't endorse a product if it wasn't good. And you know what? Another story for you guys. I was actually coming home from work yesterday. From my job site to the parking lot where my car is parked, right? And while I was getting a ride, I noticed on the billboard over in JFK, one of the billboards where there's like a sky bridge to walk from one side to the other side, there was a Manscaped billboard. I was like, wow, I never noticed it. Never noticed it was there until, I started talking about Manscaped. I knew about Manscaped, but I was kind of skeptical. But I've really been impressed. And if you guys know me, I keep it real. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I wouldn't work with any brand that I don't like. Look at Cards Plug. Look at Cards Plug back there. You see what I'm saying? I won't have those cards back there if they weren't quality cards. You see what I mean? So, there you go. There you go. So, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to join the Discord server. Links will be in the description box down below, where we do have conversations over there about anything that you want to talk about. We could talk about over there. And we talk about matches while they're going on and things like that. So thanks to Zachary and Bethel and Palomo, Online School, and all the boys who have been Thriller, who's been participating. Michael as well has been tuning into the Discord as well. And soon we're going to have like a little voice chat over there where we all talk with each other. Maybe a video chat, who knows, in the future. All right, so from your boy Dominic Rich, thanks for tuning in. On time next. Until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace. Peace, guys. Peace. Gotta fix the link, Dom. The link ain't good? What you mean? The link ain't good? Let me try the link while we're still talking here. What you mean the link's not good, Zach? The Discord link. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't fix it for this one, but it still takes you to the yeah. It still takes you to the Discord page though. Yeah, but I have to it's updated already. It's updated. It's updated. Maybe not this one. It's updated. All right, so peace.